around the river area to see. CDC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they ice blast and fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the ice blast, ready for the dodge! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDC! They're gonna get wiped from the face of the earth apart from aggressive. He'll jump out, but the wombo combo perfectly hits from Evil Geniuses, and now they will take Roshan. Submarine is back, they'll get the egg into the Immortal. OG right behind Arme, gets the jump, finds the partner. Vision will not find a stun. Partner with no buyback. OG, they were really playing with fire. The Hex down the Terrorblade. Spectral Haunt looking for the front line attack, but that's why Somnus goes into the back line. The BKB, they're into the back line. Shaker, he's bouncing around. Hawk shot, she stuns on the way through. ES is gone, no buybacks available. Have LGD done it? They're holding Anna, hold him in place. Chalice will find the damage, F5 will die for it. No, really? Anna is actually running away, but it won't stop Arme from blinking up, looking for the tier 3 tower. 2 players left alive for OG. They're the big ones, however. Thompson and Anna on the defense duty. Fortification is delayed as much as they possibly can. And now the jump out. Hex, the boy in the bubble. Thompson able to be protected once again. Chalice very, very low on mana. They have a lot, but Arme, he'll change the life with Anna. Thompson needs to be pushed away. Able to do so. F-Line jumps onto the illusion only, so the hookshot won't be able to connect. But Anna, he needs to retreat. There's so much damage. Anna down. Buyback is available. They still have not taken the mid racks. OG are just trying to delay LGD for the moment. 5 heroes around. The bubble is there protecting the melee racks. Anna, Sunder! Once again, the Sunder switches to life. Arme's back up to full health, but the damage from Thompson, it's good enough to kill up the bait. Buyback is there. Somnus leads forward. They just keep bunching them around, but they're still battling from inside the bubble. Pugner will come to the world living LGD. They're going for the GG push. They're going up the tier 4 towers. OG, they have to hold the line. They have the numbers. 7 from the side with the Dagon Arme, but no! Sunder is back up. It is there. Chalice will fall. They lose the Enchantress. FY pushing around Anna. He's so low. Can they get the die back on him? You bet your Nelly they can. Arme still very, very low. The blast will kill him off. But buyback. LGD want this now. LGD, or can they? Backing up? No, they're not. Terrorblade. BT's forward. The ball is up. Thompson needs to defend. X-Nova very visible. You've got a very, very low life Marana. But OG, they can't find the target. X-Nova, he's got the grip. He's got the control. He's got the kill. Thompson is down, but ES is up. Where the Echo slam.
Oh, there it is.
Forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's the play. Jirax, the savior of OG.
1500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling boulder from Zep misses again, but there's the best bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out, they have the magnetize, they get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right click down. The exorcism will go from Mushi, doing a decent amount of damage to that aggressive. The Borslow comes through, he has no infest, he has the armlet toggle, needs to be careful, the Spirit Siphon coming out, the glimpse back onto aggressive, gets him back in there. They get the Grave off in time though, the open wounds will come through, they have the kinetic shield. There's the black hole, from the low ground, on to 3! Zep as well as MM1 are gonna get chewed down, 3 dead, Mushi gets a double kill. DJ, are you kidding me, from the low ground?
DJ, God, the crowd here just goes insane as he hits the black hole of his life. And
Likely could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help. But nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the boulder smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with the Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto 2. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. It's not enough. Maybe he's getting chewed through by mid 1. They get up the Roar. They'll lose 2. They'll lose 3. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the fountain. And waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. There it is. Yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. He just goes to Tongfu. And now charging back out. Dindy going to be spotted, and he doomed to Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him. He got him. Not going to follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it, going to be telekinesed back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal is still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook, got him. Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Navi's down. Can you say mega creeps? Navi, he got him. One more. This is what you call one for the road.
Man, I can't.
The game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're gonna cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Dandy. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead. 4
heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's light of heaven with this BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice is in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Ember Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead, but on the side. They find Arme. Arme's dead for 60. Still alive at the moment. And all the use! The dodge! Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slam. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kuka. The stolen Vision Jerax sets up onto FY. OG!
So this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Samel, blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. They're going to fight Samel. The Cogs Burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Samel down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it, though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see. But CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dodge! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're going to get wiped from the face of the earth, apart from aggressive. He'll jump out, but the Wombo combo perfectly hits from Evil Geniuses. And now they will take Roshan. Samel is back, they'll get the egg into the Immortal.
OG right behind Arme. Gets the jump, finds the partner. Vision will not find a stun. Partner with no buyback. OG, they were really playing with fire. The Hex down the Terrorblade. Spectral Haunt looking for the front line attack, but that's why Somnus goes into the back line. The BKB, they're into the back line. Shaker, he's bouncing around. Hawk shot, she stuns on the way through. Is gone. No buybacks available. Have LGD done it? They're holding Anna. Hold him in place. Chalice will find the damage. F5 will die for it. No, really? Anna is actually running away, but it won't stop Arme from blinking up, looking for the tier 3 tower. 2 players left alive for OG. They're the big ones, however. Thompson and Anna on the defense duty. Fortification. It's delayed as much as they possibly can. And now the jump out. Hex The boy in the bubble. Thompson able to be protected once again. Chalice very, very low on mana. They have a lot, but Arme, he'll change the life with Anna. Thompson needs to be pushed away. Able to do so. FY jumps onto the illusion only, so the hookshot won't be able to connect, but Anna, he needs to retreat. There's so much damage. Anna down. Buyback is available. They still have not taken the mid racks. OG are just trying to delay LGD for the moment. 5 heroes around. The bubble is there protecting the melee racks. Anna, Sunder by once again. The Sunder switches to life. Arme's back up to full health, but the damage from Thompson, it's good enough to kill off the bait. Buyback is there. Somnus leads forward. They just keep bunching them around, but they're still battling from inside the bubble. Pugner will come to the world living LGD. They're going for the GG push. They're going up the tier 4 towers. OG, they have to hold the line. They have the numbers. 7 from the side with a Dagon Arme, but no! Sunder is back up. It is there. Chalice will fall. They lose the Enchantress. FY pushing around Anna. He's so low. Can they get the die back on him? You bet your Nelly they can. Arme still very, very low. The blast will kill him off. But buyback. LGD want this now. LGD, or can they? Backing up? No, they're not. Terrorblade. BT's forward. The ball is up. Thompson needs to defend. X-Nova very visible. You've got a very, very low life Marana. But OG, they can't find the target. X-Nova, he's got the grip. He's got the control. He's got the kill. Thompson is down, but ES is up. Where the Echo slam. Oh, there it is. Forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's the play. Jirax, the savior of OG.
1,500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling boulder from Sep misses again, but there's the Infest Bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out, they have the Magnetize, they get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right-click down. The Exorcism will go from Mushi, doing a decent amount of damage to that aggressive. The Borslow comes through, he has no Infest, he has the Armlet Toggle, needs to be careful, the Spirit Siphon coming out, the Glimpse back onto Aggressive, gets him back in there. They get the Grave off in time though, the Open Wounds will come through, they have the Kinetic Shield. There's the Black Hole, from the low ground, on to 3! Step as well as M1 are gonna get chewed down. 3 dead. Mushi gets a double kill. DJ, are you kidding me? From the low ground.
DJ, God, the crowd, he just goes insane as he hits the black hole of his life. And
likely could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help. But nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the Boulder Smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the Rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with the Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto 2. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. Not enough. Maybe he's getting chewed through by mid 1. They get up the Roar. They'll lose 2. They'll lose 3. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the Fountain. And waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. There it is, yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. He just goes to Tongfu. And now charging back out. Dindy gonna be spotted, and he doomed the Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him! He got him! Not gonna follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it, gonna be telekinesed back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook got him. Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Navi's down. Can you say Mega Creeps? Navi, he got him! One more! This is what you call one for the road!
Man, I can't.
of the game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're going to cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Denny. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead.
5 heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's light of heaven with this BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice is in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Ember Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead, but on the side. They find Arme. Arme's dead for 60. Still alive at the moment. And all the use! The dodge! Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slam. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kuka. The stolen Fidget Jerax sets up onto FY. OG!
So this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Samel, blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. They're going to fight Samel. The Cogs Burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Samel down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it, though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see. CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dodge! In from the universe! Into the disaster!
哎，队友呢？队友嘞？哎，队友呢？队友呢？队友呢
？Radiant's turn to ban. Diamond's ban. Seconds. 5 seconds remain. Radiant must choose. Dire must choose.
Enchantress.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Seconds remain. 5 seconds.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Here we are with more Dota 2 action from the ESL One Germany 2020 qualifiers for Europe and CIS. It is Tempo taking on Yellow Submarine as we get our day underway here with our first best of 3. I'm looking for more qualified teams to get through to the main event. Once again, joined by Lacoste as we kick off our draft here between these two squads. How you doing? Are you awake, buddy? I'm a stupid boy. Now you can hear me, Lacoste. Good morning. Sorry, I'm a bit slow this morning. Forgot to turn on voice activity in Discord.
You always forget something, Gary.
I'm getting old, man.
One thing, at least, that you forget, then you're like, screw it, man. You have to restart. Just kidding. Not this time. So yeah, Tempo against Yellow Submarine. I see Miposhka playing for Yellow Submarine. He's not listed on Liquipedia. And this is our first game. Me and you are casting this team. Not sure what to expect from them. Tempo on the other side, we know their strengths, we know their weaknesses.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of their games. So Kidaro will not be playing with Yellow Submarine anymore. Miposhka is standing in for now. I don't know if that's a straight roster swap or what's happening, but as far as I know, the admin said he's just a stand-in for now. But yeah, Tempo, we've seen a fair amount of them. They've looked okay, you know, not spectacular. They've had some pretty shining moments. I think DNZ Rubik has looked very good whenever he's played it. What do you think their weaknesses are, since you mentioned them?
The weaknesses, I feel like Noob's itemization in a lot of those games are game losing. Like, if you want to improve, if you want to challenge some higher tier opponents, you cannot allow to actually make items like that. I'll bring an example that I've said yesterday. When he played the Void Spirit in a losing game, he buys Boots of Travel as a third item, and then again on the Void Spirit, I guess that's his most comfortable hero, but these are not, you know, pubs, so you cannot build Sanj and Kaya on a hero. There's a reason why no one is buying that item.
Yeah, very true. I feel like also one of, maybe it's just something that we felt during the 4 games that we saw them, but one of their weaknesses, I think you mentioned in the first or second game, was the early pick of the Void Spirit as well, right? First phase drafting your mid laner,
yes,
seemed to be a bit of a problem, and then, you know, they changed that up later on. They picked last pick Lina for Noob in their final game yesterday, and it looked pretty good.
Looked okay. I mean, we can go down to what he was doing with Lina in terms of itemization, getting a Blink Dagger against Venomancer. I'm really not convinced. Like, you will lose certain games because of it. You need the correct itemization with your team backing you up, considering which hero you're playing. Also, I don't think Lina is the last big hero. Here, you can flex it. It's probably going to be position 4. They might still put it on a mid if needed, and this is something that they've been picking constantly. Centaur Warrunner for Mitch, he plays it well. You always have that gap closing ability. You have a saving ability if you want to reset a team fight.
5 seconds remain.
And a pretty good lane partner with the Rubik as well, having that dual lane.
You just love that lane, don't you?
I feel, see, I used to love the Rubik Omni lane from China, but I realized yesterday, I think I just like Rubik off-lane dual lanes in general. It just feels good, and it's always nice to watch. Like, you can put him with anyone.
Yeah, the thing about Rubik is I never feel like it's a bad Rubik game. I never feel like, yeah, Rubik is gonna lose the lane. It's just that hero is strong at every single stage of the game, good at the laning stage, especially if he's playing against these big team fighting ultis against Mag, whether you steal like Empower, whether you steal Chronosphere, RP, anything from Witch Doctor is pretty much good. Same goes for Lina.
With that Witch Doctor pickup, do we have any idea where Magnus and Lina are heading? Not really, right? Still pretty flexible for Yellow Submarine.
Witch Doctor 5 with Faceless Void on a safe lane could be potentially Mag off lane, depending on the matchup, what they pick right now. Still feel like they should get a safe laner here. Flexible pick, you can go mid or on the safe lane, depending on the matchup again. It's also morphing into Lina, so he should be careful.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, go
Sorry, go on. Please, sir, you first.
Okay, sir.
My apologies, my sincerest gentleman.
They have no save. If they catch anyone inside the Chronosphere, there is no counterplay. There's no Winter's Curse. There's no Oracle ulti, Shadow Demon Disruption. Something that I like to see whenever I see Faceless Void being picked up. But they opened up with their position 4 and 5, and that's the one downside of it.
Yeah, true. And we don't see much like OD as an example anymore either. I was just thinking it would be interesting to see if Morphling is mid, would they put Krillat mid? Because it feels like Krillat's been playing that real carry hero in the team, while Noob is more of the, I don't know, more versatile mid laner, playing Void Spirit Lina like a damage dealer, a tempo setter. He doesn't seem to be the farming hero or the priority farming hero on this squad.
Okay, so they ban out Zeus and Void Spirit. Not sure why Zeus. Doesn't seem like a particularly good Zeus game, especially against Faceless Void, Mag. These guys can close the gap, and they still have one more pick to go.
I guess if you have Zeus Morphling, you have the ability to just annihilate somebody, right?
True. I saw a video
to get the Nimbuses.
I saw a clip on Reddit where people were playing Morphling with Aghanim Scepter, Undying in the team, and Naga Siren with Refresher. So she uses Sleep, they use a Tombstone, Morphling turns into Undying, sets another Tombstone, and then one more song just to get more zombies, and then Mars uses Arena so they can't escape.
Oh my god. So the zombies are stacking up during Naga's song? That's insane.
This is something that you want to try with your friends, you know. You do it a couple of times during the game. It makes you feel good. It gives you a couple of good laughs.
Yeah, I think Tombstone's one of my favorite spells in the game. Even if you hate Undying, Lacoste.
Yeah,
Tombstone's a good spell.
I wish they like remake the Undying and make his Tombstone ulti.
Make it the focus of the hero, right?
Yeah.
How many times do they need to rework Flesh Golem until they realize that Tombstone should be the ulti?
I believe like 50% of the people who play Dota don't know what Flash Golem is doing right now.
The tooltip is always too long. I remember Flesh Golem that had the longest tooltip in the game for a while. Just hundreds of characters of this is what it does. It gives you percentage this, slow that, damage amp this, making more zombies heal you and stuff.
So they go with Nature's Prophet. Also flexible pick, so they're not revealing anything, but Morph and Nature's Prophet can be played with multiple roles. The other three, you know where they are gonna go. So let's see what Yellow Submarine wants to do.
That is the question. What is this last pick for them? They've got plenty of damage into Chrono, tons of team fight. If this Lina is mid, she can do a pretty good amount of tower damage from range as well, just with her right clicks. But I guess that's what we've got open now. I mean, Lina against Nature's Prophet seems okay if you do want to put her mid. So I think it's going to come down to where do you want your Magnus? Will he be your 3? Or do you want to shift him away to 4?
I think you need to pick another mid hero, or you need to pick a better position 4 than Lina. Because if you put Magnus on mid, they're just going to put Morphling on a mid lane and he will free farm.
And what options are there?
Like all the spirits are banned out, Zeus is gone, Invoker is gone. There aren't many mid heroes left in the pool. Well, what can you go for? Possibly...
a little bit rough. I don't know. Necro.
I mean, there's still like Queen of Pain and Necro. Yeah, Necro is a good option. It really is. They have very limited burst damage until, but it's also Necro into Enchantress, so that can be the spell. So that for the laning stage, it might be fine. It's always great against Morphling. There is no any kind of counterplay to Reaper's Sight, no save, so it might be an option, but not liking the spell part coming on from Enchantress.
And then you have to worry about Morphling E-Blade when that does come out a little bit later on. Ida. Ooh.
The ultimate choice.
So what exactly they do? Well, we'll see once we get into game how they set these lanes up. It looks like it's going to be Mag mid though.
So it will be Mag on the mid. Let's see if they want to shift things around, like Nature's Prophet against Mag. If it's a mid Nature's Prophet, like he just loves to hit some extra units with the cleave. That's why I think they should swap things around, put Morphling on the mid and Nature's Prophet on the safe lane.
Get those favorable hero matchups. there we have it. Draft done here in Game 1. Tempo up against Yellow Submarine. And we're getting close to the end of the ESL One Germany 2020 closed qualifier. Only a couple of days to go. Here we've got Yellow Submarine against Tempo. Later on, Team Generation against Extremum. And we will have 5 qualified teams. I'm pretty sure from the qualifier. 5 out of the 8 teams will move on towards the main event. It was originally meant to be 4, but since FTM got picked up by Na'Vi, they went straight into the main event as they were signed up onto that roster, leaving one more slot. Who we got already? Mud Golems, Windstrike. Already stampeding through that upper bracket. But here we are, lower bracket. It is elimination time. As I stumble on my words at this early point in the morning. Do you have your breakfast yet, Lacoste?
Not yet, Gary.
Oh,
I woke up, made some tea, but did not make breakfast for myself. After the first game, I'm gonna make some sandwiches, and I'll be good to go. So this, if something is off, if I'm mispronouncing the words, if I'm saying dumb shit, that's because I did not have breakfast, but it will not happen in game number 2. You need to find something to blame if you're doing your job not good enough. So
yeah, either you blame the tools, or you blame hunger or sleep deprivation,
or you blame your
something.
co-caster. Yeah,
that's exactly what I was going to come to as well. You blame your co-caster. That's the easiest one for you, especially.
Why is that?
Because me stupid. I'm basically the human embodiment of Ogre Magi, but only one of his heads. I have half the intelligence of Ogre. Trian trying to scout out for some observer wards in the mid lane. And we see this a lot now, whether it's a support or a summon. Come into mid, scout out around the trees, and hunt for these observer ward placements with the tower aggro that can potentially see you.
So Tempo decided they will go with traditional stuff. They will have Sobad playing Lina with the Batrider. Witch Doctor will be supporting the top lane, the Faithless Void, and Krillot on Morphling will be playing against Batrider bottom bot. The stick. So they do not want to change anything. I want to see how much extra farm Mag can get from the Treants.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. As he has Wraithband queued up. Magnus Wraithband?
Yeah, I mean, certain heroes prefer to get a Wraithband because of the armor and attack speed. Armor is good against, all these summons that all these Treants, and the Nature's Prophet wants to keep harassing you, buys a Blightstone, so one of the reasons why he's not getting a Bracer.
Yeah, it pretty much negates the Blightstone, right? Just a Wraithband, and then attack speed with Empower is going to be super good to have. I think you make some good points there with the Treants as well. Yeah, I like that. I mean, you can't buy Stout Shield anymore, so buy a Wraithband on these melee heroes.
Remember when you can buy Poor Man's Shield? How OP was that? How did no one notice? Like, it was in the game for so long. Guys, I'm just gonna buy a Stout Shield and they can't harass me.
Well, it's like, hello, I'm a Darkseer. I'm gonna put Ion Shell on myself with Poor Man's Shield and run at people. I can't do anything.
Especially if you're like, you could play Agi heroes offlane. I'm buying Stout Shield, getting 6 extra agility, 6 extra attack, some attack speed, some armor. Felt really
like when you buy Stout Shield from Side Shop, you buy 2 slippers and you go to lane with 2 slippers. Like, what? Oh, I'm just gonna buy Stout Shield from Side Shop. And Quelling Blade. What else could you? Oh, nice Stomp. That's a lot of damage onto Sobad, actually. Waveform sick on top of Lina. One more hit should be able to do it, and there it is. First blood well executed by Tempo.
And this is a good start for Enchantress. Like, she's already speedy enough, 320 natural movement speed. And yeah, you can just bring some extra regen, or you can buy boots. You know that your Morphling will get harassed, but he's also getting some extra HP value from the magic wand, which is super nice on the Morphling. Like, all those sticking up on charges will get you extra HP, and he loves to play on low HP. Click it. I mean, Morphling is such a dumb concept to me.
Just free HP out of nowhere. DNZ snipes a courier, and Krillat's going to waveform away from the Light Strike array. LeBron yet again coming into lane. It's also like the ability to spam your spells. Morphling loves to keep that adaptive strike just in his opponent's faces. We should see some levels of that later on. Oh, Sobad's actually just dying here to Enchantress. Oh, so close. Not close enough, though.
Oh. We should pause the game, rename him to So Good after this move. But looking at the drafts, I feel like Tempo Draft excels in what they can do. Like Morphling, if he gets a free farm, and so far he's doing well. Nature's Prophet's getting a lot. Centaurs also on top of the net worth. Like, once Nature's Prophet gets level 6, they can start playing aggressive on the side lanes. That's the beauty and strength of Nature's Prophet mid. You get like level 6 from 5 to 6 minutes, depending how much denies the enemy gets. Magnus still keeping up, 14-6 so far. No points in Skewer. Doesn't feel like Nature's Prophet can kill him.
Oh, bottom. They're looking for that Light Strike array. Morphling pops the wand, but I don't think it'll be enough. That sticky napalm and the right clicks from Lina coming in. Collapse is very low. Dies to tower. Lina didn't stick around to keep the aggro on her. Nearly found the kill on Morphling, but that is a bit of a disaster for the bottom lane.
Yeah, and now Enchantress will use Healing Salve. She has 2 just to get him back to full HP. Come on, LeBron, what are you doing?
Waiting for Morphling to agi shift down. Get that full value out of the salve. Nicely played so far by Tempo down here. Yes, Enchantress is going to get hammered by the Lina. But for now, that seems fine. Pops the second salve. Noob up against Mio in mid lane. Dead even on the CS between these two. Just a farm trade. No one's killing anybody. But like you said, that finger is on the trigger for the teleportation of the Prophet. Could pop up into one of these fights without a moment's notice. And top lane, as I go in, faces Void 14-1. Not having an amazing time here against the really obscene pressure that Centaur and Rubik bring. Double Edge and Fade Bolt. Decent chunk of damage as Bounty Runes spawn up. A TP from Prophet coming in behind the Lina. The Batrider sprouted but cuts through it with the Firefly, and Noob is actually dropping incredibly low. They will chase forward for Batrider, but they won't find him as Sobad hunting Noob. Collapse has tried to battle LeBron. One more hit from the Harpy. The lightning zap, anything. Snow is out of mana. The Harpy has no mana, and Morphling, he bailed. He went to get a Bounty Rune instead of looking for kills. Oh,
the important thing is that Nature's Prophet survived, but now Magnus is getting a lot of free farm on the mid lane.
Collapse might still die here. Oh, that's not a great waveform. Krillat can't find the takedown. Now Sobad slowed by the enchant. Krillat still going forward. There's one Light Strike array here. Lina's gonna have to throw it in. Try to hit 2, but it only connects on the Enchantress.
And yeah, with that Nature's Prophet hitting level 6, they even get a kill on Witch Doctor. The first usage of Nature's Prophet ulti, you need to get like at least 1 kill from that. It's such an insane spell. Almost 700 damage level 1, the last bounce.
Takes the Invis rune away from that Magnus as well. And Mitch is having such a great start to this game, and we've seen what he can do once he gets that Blink Dagger. Usually he likes going for, you know, one tanky item, the Vanguard or the Hood first. But do you think this is maybe a game where he thinks, I can just go straight Blink?
They need initiation, that's for sure. But alright, he might be in trouble. Maledict level 2, no bashes. Faceless Void still keeping 1 point. Just in case he needs a time dilation and extra slow. I feel like getting Hood is much better than getting a Blink. You know, depends how the game develops. Like, is mid lane doing well? How much farm Morphling is getting?
I mean, Morphling's not getting a massive amount, and he's just being pressured back by this bat and Lina. But 21 charges with raindrops there. Give him a nice bit of safety as they TP top. The Nature's Wrath already landing onto Miposhka. Immediately sniped out by Noob. Good swift play there into the top lane, and Profit.
Nice stun. And that's
great stuff.
That's a killing spree for Morphling. He has 1200 gold in the bank. Might consider getting a mask just for some extra regeneration. It's such a value item on the Morphling. Okay, so he's getting a Ring of Health. Apparently, that's gonna be Lincoln's at one point.
Interesting. Been a while since I've seen that, but I guess against Barrow, top lane, Mitch, Maledict on him again, but he's got phase boots. It looks like he's just going to be fine to sprint away. Dire Observer Ward will scout their retreat, and so bad. He's attempting to connect onto the Rubik, but a good little sidestep from DNZ gets him out. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Lincoln's on Morphling, though. Really, like,
I don't think he's gonna rush.
Banter.
But we'll probably get E-Blade. It's such a great item on the Morphling, especially when you're playing against the Faceless Void, who does not like to buy BKB straight away, and you have a save for your teammates inside the Chronosphere. The only magical damage that they have is Alina, if you want to pop that E-Blade defensively. First Chrono top lane.
And it does get DNZ. Nature's Wrath is coming in, though, and Miposhka trapped inside the trees, blowing up too. The double kill for Noob. Void and Witch Doctor pay with their lives as they really did go for that Rubik kill, popping Chrono. But Nature's Prophet able to bounce around the map
it's such
very swiftly.
Such a greedy play from Faceless Void. Level 1 time walk, that's 24-second cooldown ability. If you use it offensively, you're dead.
So do you feel like he maybe should be 2-on-2 or something here?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it lowers the cooldown by 6 seconds, which is a pretty big deal.
It sure is.
Magnus just completely free farming lane and the jungle, but there's a big difference in terms of net worth between him and Nature's Prophet.
Oh, they're stampeding in. They know the skewer is down. He RPs the Centaur, but he's still going to be brought to the ground as Tempo bringing a number of heroes, 5, the whole squad in fact, for this tier 1 mid.
That's a very good rotation. They will, I think they will manage to actually bring down the tower. Let's see how bottom is doing. Batrider taking away the creep wave. They're trying to do as much damage as possible, but Noob ulti. It's a 85-second cooldown ulti, and you can outpush the lane. So tier 1 tower already gone, and tier 1 tower on the top also gone. So map opening up nicely for Tempo. Full Orchid 10 minutes in. Jesus.
Oh, it really was a perfect chain of events. You know, the Void Chrono, not something that Tempo set up themselves, but the fact that it was there in front of their tier 1, getting them to push top lane, then through the jungle in towards mid, finding kill on Magnus, so you kill 2 cores and 2 tier 1s, all in the space of basically 2.5-3 minutes. Really beautiful period of play there from Tempo. And now it creates a nice little pocket for Morphling to farm back in the jungle very safely, as Lincoln's is queued up as his first item. There's still a lot of spells that just don't care Lincoln's though. Chrono, Light Strike Array, RP, Ward.
They have 2 abilities, 3 actually, that go through the Lincoln's here and that can cancel it. Witch Doctor, Coconut, Lasso, and Laguna Blade. Like, you don't get to play Dota as a Faceless Void now that Nature's Prophet has a 10-minute Orchid. You can't go on the map, that's the problem. Like, you need to be just hitting the jungle creeps. Maybe show up when there's a Chronosphere up, try to do something with your team. Everyone's low on mana. Batrider has Boots of Travel, so that's gonna give them some more lane presence. So bad, I don't think that's a spot to be.
Yeah, hit by the Prophet ulti again from long range, and both supports of Tempo swinging into that bottom lane to find a freebie. She did get the tier 1 tower though, so at the very least this lane will be pushing down on the bottom lane towards Radiant.
Also, she gave Rubik Laguna Blade. They want to make stuff happen with this. It's an easy setup. Mag.
Who will they find? Yeah, Mag getting silenced, sprouted, and now a stampede as Noob hit by the Chrono, the big blue bubble, and it has arrived, and it looks like the Nature's Prophet's going to be the one to fall instead.
They needed to bring an extra support. Like, Rubik needed to be there for this kind of engagement. They're also playing blindly, have no vision in that area of the map.
Yeah, Magnus has Agitreads, Wraithband, Echo Saber. And he's, with Strength Treads, he's sitting at like 2000 HP. Not the easiest kill to get. Well, I think you're right. With the Faceless Void, he's basically just going to be saying, Magnus, please empower me. And then he sits in jungle.
Now that's his job. Like, he needs to recover. Tempo's lineup does not rely on any cooldowns. Like, even without Stampede, you still want to take a team fight, and there are 2-3 long cooldowns on the yellow Submarine side. So something that Tempo needs to look into. Yeah, that was funny to watch. Like, Bambi just disappears.
That's because LeBron goes and dispels Empower from Magnus. And Magnus turns around with Alina and says, nah.
Wait. In that story, does Bambi die? I forgot. I completely forgot what happened to that story. Bambi doesn't die?
No.
Spoiler alert, Bambi does not die. Okay.
I was going to say spoiler alert. It's Bambi's mum that dies at the beginning.
Oh.
There's like there's a hunter that kills her.
Oh, yeah. I was having a mini heart attack. I thought Bambi died for no reason.
No, not Bambi. Did you ever watch Babe? The movie about the pig?
Yeah, I did. A long time ago.
That pig is now dead. He is bacon.
You're ruthless, Gary.
Man, no, but so I keep realizing that all these movies that I enjoyed are like 30 or 40 years old now. Like, it's insane to me. Like, when I watched them, they were like 5 or 10 years old already. And now I'm 30, they are super old. I keep thinking, like, I'm trying to talk to people about movies like this, you know, someone who's like 25 years old, you mention a movie name to them, they're just like, I have no idea what that is.
You need to start watching some Zoomer movies.
Zoomer movies. Well, watch some Marvel superhero movies. Joker.
Yeah, the new Joker was really good. I loved it. Back to the game. Faceless Void will have another Chronosphere up. They're looking for a kill. This is a big one if they can get it. Ooh. He blinks into silence.
That's unfortunate for him, isn't it? Trying to time walk away now, as the steal from DNZ will be time walk. Magnus? He has Blink RP. This is a surprise move. Chrono comes out onto 2. Beautiful Maledict with the stun on top, and Tempo being shredded by the teamfight contribution of this Faceless Void.
Well, I'm not sure what the plan there was. Like, Faceless Void wanted the Chrono, he goes in. It was a blind Chronos here. They had no vision in that area. Man, Tempo, they're throwing the game. First with their move in the enemy jungle where they have no vision. Now with this type of a move, losing Nature's Prophet, who's extremely farmed. So it's a lot of gold and experience to the enemy team.
Sure is. He's top of the net worth. Magnus is closing in rapidly, though. And he didn't even have to show off the Blink RP either. They must have seen it now as he's cleared out a creep wave. So it won't be a complete surprise anymore. And Ponchka going on a de-warding mission. Getting rid of as much of that vision on that triangle as he can. And Barrett has had a pretty good catch-up game now. 6,000 net worth. He's got Boots of Travel. Blink fully picked up, coming out to him now. Things not looking so bad for Yes. The old yellow Submarine squad. Ethelens on Rubik now coming out. A little bit of an extended range. As they blink, RP skewer the Rubik. Okay, DNZ's a goner.
Well, you can't steal RP if you're dead, right?
They want to go on Mio. They know that his spells are down. No skewer, no blink, but Noob doesn't have the angle of opportunity.
Tempo is very afraid. After that two-time fail, they do not want to take any kind of initiative. Centaur still needs 700 gold to finish off his Blink Dagger. Now they have Blink on a Batrider on the enemy side, Blink on Mag, working towards that BKB, and Faceless Void, he is recovering. Mask of Madness, just silently farming, showing up in a fight whenever Chronosphere is up. And the last Chronosphere was actually big PogChamps. He time walked in and used it blindly, and they got 2 kills. So this is something that Tempo needed to do. Oh,
bad.
In.
My goodness, DNZ saving the day there. So Aegis for Noob, Nature's Prophet takes that one up for himself. And yeah, I feel like the question has to be asked, Morphling Lincoln's, has it slowed him down too much?
I think it's super defensive item. They have no save, so I can understand why he's going for it.
Oh dear, Aegis gone already. Faceless Void, Chrono, Mask of Madness, solo kills the Nature's Prophet. Lena's here as well.
Yeah, this is the issue. Okay, Centaur. He could be in a bit of trouble. Mag, no RP. I think Yellow Submarine, they just bail. Like, you have two of the best teamfight ultis in the game. They're on cooldown. Oh, nice skewer back.
Yeah, they catch Mitch. No escape from the skewer, Light Strike Array. Nature's Prophet does have a DD rune here, but a number of good pickoffs there from Yellow Submarine. Is this Empowered Void?
It is. He's catching up. He almost has the same amount of farm as Morphling at this point, and when he gets a BKB, there's not a single ability that goes through magic immunity, so that's a bummer.
Makes things awful awkward for Team Tempo. But yeah, like, the only reason I ask about the Morphling Lincolns is because the rest of the team felt like they wanted to fight, and Krillat had a good laning stage, then he's kind of just sat away from the team for the rest of the time. He has a Death Ward and a Lasso. Noob has a couple of deaths in a row now, 5-3 and 3. Well, his momentum's gone.
Yeah, momentum is gone. I feel like Yellow Submarine is in full control of this game right now. Oh, missed skewer on the bottom. And this is the second BKB. Once they have their ultis up, Faceless Void will have one in 60 seconds. It's going to be his BKB plus Mag BKB. And I don't see Tempo winning a team fight against these two ultis. There is no counterplay to Faceless Void Chronosphere. Maybe if Rubik somehow manages to steal one of those, puts it on the rest of the team, or if he gets a big steal on the RP. Otherwise, it's just looking rough for them. Like, Morphling has a lot of farm, same goes for Nature's Prophet, but we've seen Nature's Prophet, even with Aegis, he just melts.
They do annihilate the Witch Doctor, who grabbed the bounty rune under their noses. Morphling continues to farm. Nature's Prophet, Assault Cuirass completed. Working on a BKB of his own as, oh, Mitch. He can't blink, that Flame Breaker stopped him. Invis as the Centaur looking for any kind of target there. But like you're saying, here they come. BKB from Void is done. Magnus will have his in a second.
He needs 50 gold.
Is under attack.
And Tempo, still Invis Centaur. Where are the enemies? You might be able to spot one. I think they caught a glimpse of the Batrider for a second as they all hug the trees. Mitch, he's thinking about this. His Invis is about to wear off, though. Yatoro, Faceless Void, finds himself a little hidey hole as the rest of his squad smoking behind him. Ench de-warding, a little bit risky, but gets the job done. And Void will now show himself as the Blink Lasso. Batrider's in, but the lift is up. A good Glimmer Cape there to save Mitch as well, with the Enchantress on the stolen Death Ward, cancelled by the Chrono, but the Magnus inside as they focus the Centaur, who already popped Stampede. Laguna Blade not quite enough, but the Void damage will be. The BKB from Yatoro, a 2-man RP. Mio's in there with a beautiful play from the Witch Doctor and Lena, focusing now onto Krillat as the Morphling is left all alone. 4 heroes down, and Yellow Submarine cruising towards victory at this point, just slowly but surely chopping away at Morphling. He can time walk forward, but that waveform away should be able to give him a bit of distance. Is it enough though? Great skewer. Krillat's been sent to the grave by Mio and Yatoro as a buyback from DNZ. Will not accomplish anything.
They're not getting anything out of this buyback, and Mag didn't even pop a BKB in that fight. There was a bit of a miscommunication, I guess. Faceless Void goes in, gets a good chrono, but Mag blinks inside the chronosphere. Still didn't matter. Yellow Submarine taking control of this game. Next Roche may respawn in 3 minutes. This is gonna be just a freebie tier 2 tower. I think we go back to itemization. All right, Mitch is in.
Yeah, they're trying to kill the Void. It starts them up with good stuns, and they get the blow-up kill on the Faceless Void. Mipochka also dying to Noob, but a BKB TP means Mio will escape very simply, while So Bad still being hunted. Mitch finds the catch, and a bit of a turnaround. Comeback time as Tempo all respawn, kill out of their base, and Yellow Submarine is stuck around too long.
I did not expect that they're gonna leave with 3 casualties after taking a tier 2 tower. Batrider finished his 4 staff, so he can afford to go in and try to get out. They know Rubik does not have buyback, so this is the target that they want to take down, especially against the Faceless Void and Magnus, so he can't steal anything.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And it does buy a bit more time now for Morphling to get towards E-Blade. It has been a long journey, but he's not too far away now. Void going straight towards MKB. Oh, they're hunting for that profit. Batrider clearing through jungle, looking for any stragglers.
Magnus had some really nice skewers this game, like Shockwave and then skewering mid-air. It looks easy to execute, but if you try it yourself, like, you're gonna fail a couple of times.
It kind of reminds me of the like the backward hook or the backward arrow from Pudge and Mirana. Like, it's a little gimmick, it's a little trick that you need to learn how to do.
Butt spear from Mars.
Oh, the butt, yeah.
It's not available anymore, sadly.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Good call. The butt spear. We're the best at naming things in the Dota community. It's basically the same as like Slardar's old spells. What does it do? Do we give it a fancy name? No, just call it what it is.
Well, what do we call it? Amplified damage. That's it. Slardar ulti. Minus armor.
Stun, bash, crush, sprint.
No, his spells are like really badly named. Like, he had sprint, now it's Guardian sprint. He had was it just crush? Now it's
I think it was just crush, yeah.
Bash, now it's bash of the deep. And then, I think his ulti was named ulti, all caps. Made in pain.
In brackets, level 6. Batrider clearing out top. Tempo very timid and hiding in their triangle. You can feel the Yellow Submarine, especially when all their ultis are up. They are the dominant force on this map, no matter what. And 2 minutes until Roshan's going to give both teams a little bit of time to think and stew on what they need to do next, which will be a smoke from Yellow Submarine.
They just smoked near the Treants in this area. Yeah, you can see Krillot. They want to hold the high ground.
I want to start a fight. Mitch, Link Stomp, catching Witch Doctor, but stunned by the Light Strike Array as Mio is getting pinged out here. The E-Blade combo with the Adaptive Strike, but in comes the Void, gonna get stunned up. The BKB from Mio buys him a little bit of safety and gets away from danger as they lasso and Laguna Blade onto the Prophet. Poor Noob is being death ward down as the triple ultis connect on the Furion.
I love how Yellow Submarine approached the fight while they were kind of already started to lose it, where Magnus is almost dead. BKB used on Faceless, so I assume there was just bail, we need to get out, we need to reset. There it is, Faceless Void. Oh, lift on the creep.
Oh dear, and that Glimmer Cape from Mipochka definitely helping out and saving him as Yatoro goes for the turnaround play. No morph here as they do catch Krill out, but the RP cancelled. Still holds it. Mio has a 2-man if he wants to land it. So bad down south, focusing LeBron. The Void comes back in to bash away Krill out and Morphling. Slain by the Faceless Void, and now it's a disaster for Tempo. Yellow Submarine really hitting this fight with some beautiful turnaround plays, and there's a 5-man team wipe.
Man, they played this fight perfectly. Faceless Void on 20% HP uses Chrono on a Morphling, then hides on top of the trees. Let's see if Roche will respawn in 15 seconds. Someone should be inside a pit or just send the courier, scout things out, because this is a pretty big deal. Ruby gone for 40 seconds. He already used the buyback. Yatoro, let's go back in. 2 seconds, 1 sec. No! Get back in, you fool.
The courier. Yes, they send the courier back. It's coming.
All right,
I was just watching that courier the whole time. They see Roshan's alive.
So Magnus is bringing a healing salve. I don't know if they have enough time to do it right now.
It does seem a little risky at this point.
Oh man, that would be such a big deal. He already had full MKB, rose down so quickly. Now he has a Mindbreaker. Mindbreaker against the Morphling, no defensive items. In terms, there's no BKB, there's no Manta style. If he can get the Morph off, they might actually blow him up.
Who just smoked? Oh, Tempo. Morphling's the one showing on the map. Under an Observer Ward, sees an Invis rune. DNZ with LeBron, they were chasing so bad, but they've shown themselves now. The smoke is revealed. As Roshan not being touched by anyone just yet.
And it benefits Yellow Submarine much more, because they want to have all their abilities back online, especially the Chronosphere. RP was not even used in the previous one.
They're going for this.
30 seconds until Chrono.
Blink Stomp. Mitch has found the opening. Blowing up Lina now. The BKB forced. Faithless Void needs to turn a fight with the Mask of Madness, but he's struggling to get onto a target. Lasso there onto the Nature's Prophetess. They do find him, drag him to the high ground. Noob with no escape. Gonna get RP'd along with Mitch, who can't get out of this one. Skewered forward with the Maledict on him, and Miposhka does have the Death Ward. Plenty of damage. Stomp finally cancelling it out as the Faceless Void very nearly dead and does get brought down. TNZ with that stolen Dragon Slave dishing out the deeps as a triple kill for Collapse. Clears up the remaining two heroes in the fight and everyone else trying to bail away. Oh, the Prophet brought back. Where's he gone? He TP too far back. Didn't go forward. Yellow Submarine escaped with a couple.
Does not have buyback. He does. He actually does have a buyback. I thought he was going to buy back immediately, and they go for Roche. There's still Chronosphere. He does not have buyback. Okay, he bought something. He bought Satanic and Claymore. That's why he does not have it.
Oh dear. There's no BKB on Magnus. Oh, there's no HP left on Rubik. Mio, spider legs up to the high ground. The right click's not going to follow him long enough. And Morphling under that Maledict looks like he still will be healthy. Still considering the Roshan plays. The Batrider Blink Lasso. Rubik's back in again, but the Prophet's gone. Die back for Noob, and this bouncing coconut causing issues for Krillat. LeBron needs to come in with a heal. Sprites are with us.
They're doing such a good job just stopping Tempo from getting that Roche. Can they get in? He knocks him out of the pit. Faceless Void is out in 2 seconds. Someone needs to go in and scout things out. Who's going to be that guy?
It's in the hands of Krillat. Now Death Ward onto Mitch. He's probably going to be fine losing his life just to try and take that Aegis, secure up the Roshan. And in fact, Mitch is going to be just fine. Even with all that damage into Maledict, he is a tanky boy.
Faceless Void needs to be careful. If he has no BKB, and that BKB is 7 seconds, he can easily get blown up by Morphling. Morphling level 20 right now, building a Manta style to get rid of the time dilation and sticking Napalm charges, something that he does not like to play into. Faceless Void, he needs that Satanic. He needs any kind of HP he can get. Yeah, I love this build. Satanic into Scotty. Great against the Morphling. Ranged hero slows him down by 50%. And the regeneration against the Morphling is also very nice.
And then he's got a Paladin Sword to swap in for the Mindbreaker as well. Tons of Vampirism. Batrider toying with Mitch a little bit. It's a Centaur who is closing in on Halberd. That will be super useful against the Faceless Void. And it feels like Noob has had a pretty rough game after the first 10 minutes looked very good. He got his Orchid, he was getting kills, bouncing around the map, getting snipes. Can you put your finger on, or can you explain like what decisions he's been making that has just really caused his focus and his form to fall away?
when you're that farmed at the early stages of the game, like, you want to keep playing aggressive, you want to get something out of your items, but he did not have a hero to play with. Like, Enchantress can't make any aggressive moves post the laning stage. Morphling, he just wants to farm. He did not get the Ethereal Blade, he went for Lincoln Sphere. Centaur also not a Blink Dagger, going for Hood. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that he went for Hood instead of a Blink Dagger first, but if you look at their heroes, that means that Nature's Prophet does not really have a hero to play with.
Yeah, I guess we can think back to that Magnus gank in the Dire Jungle up top.
Yes.
As a prime example of that. We'll see what Noob can do. Skips away from the BKB into Satanic as he TP's bottom. Risky, because Collapse is here with a Blink Lasso, and Alina is ready to dish some damage into Noob. They stampede, trying to gather their heroes up towards the Prophet. Yellow Submarine, I'm honestly very surprised at how disciplined they were there. I would have jumped on that Prophet straight away.
Well, that's why you're here, and they're doing the big boy thing, playing Dota. Gem picked up on a
good decision making.
Nether Shawl, Glimmer Cape. Witch Doctor just wants to survive through initial bursts from Morphling Z-Blade. They found Mio. Not a place to be. Like, maybe he thought, okay, they were just showing heroes on the bottom lane. We try to make an aggressive move on this Prophet, so everyone is just backing them up. They use Centaur ulti, and there was no vision in that area.
Yeah,
it's
just one Radiant Ward.
Full Satanic on him.
It looks like he's not going to be found. But yeah, it was triple Dire Wards down bottom, seeing them come towards the Prophet and the Batrider. But that one Radiant Ward up near the Radiant Triangle sees the Magnus and they move straight onto him. No tempo. Grasping back at this game as they consider going high ground. Krillat's pinging, saying, I'm ready, I'm strong, I've got Aegis, let's go.
50 seconds
Let's take
left
down this tier 3.
Middle tower is under attack.
50 seconds indeed, and tier 3 being annihilated.
Without Mac.
This opens up the barracks, there's no Glyph, there's no Mac. They could commit the Chrono play here, but Yatoro just going to sit back and clear out the creeps. So a melee barracks comes out from Tempo, very good utilization of the first aid of that Aegis for them.
The seeds of fortune.
And they will fall back. Shiva's Guard, there's a Dire Courier here, delivers it to Batrider. Prophet is able to get out on the map, keep these lanes pushed away. Something that Yellow Submarine haven't really had to deal with too much thanks to Empower and being able to keep one hero dealing with the waves, but now they want to group up as 5, and really the main form of play from Yellow Submarine now is going to be big team fights. Look for these 5v5s. It could open things up for Tempo to keep Noob doing this. Lings out the side lane.
Yellow Submarine wants to take control of the game once again. They have their BKBs, ultis are ready, they want to keep fighting. Only 3 heroes right now with the buybacks, Enchantress, Centaur, and Mag.
Yeah, we'll keep that open for a little bit, as this next team fight should be a vital one. Double damage Magnus. Prophet still sticking around top lane, Tempo trying to connect up with him, gathering their forces. LeBron, the only one away from the pack, dealing with the bottom lane. Mitch, DNZ, Blink Lasso, and the RP. That's a lot of expenditure, but they should be able to take down Mitch here quite easily. The Death Ward will finish him off.
I like how DNZ stole RP and just TP'd out.
My sprites are with us.
So does he have Blink RP now? Oh, he does. LeBron still being dived under this tier 2 tower. Sticky Napalm slowing him, but here is DNZ. Lifted to RP, the silence under the Void. They've chain stunned him and taken him out. No Void, no Chrono, as the Mio BKB TP will get him home safely. Great play by DNZ though, and the chase, it's on. They want some more. Mitch can feel it, but can't see it. So bad.
They need to get more out of this. They bought back on a Centaur. They only managed to bring down Faceless Void, but I don't think they can get anything out of this. Like, Roshan is not gonna spawn for at least a minute. Top lane, this is something they need to push in. Faceless Void, once again, does not have a buyback.
Oh, keep the catapults alive. Make some treants. Don't move. Make some treants. Make the catapults survive. This is a really good push. Lasso catching out Mitch. E-Blade there to try and save him, but that's going to just amplify up this magic damage that's coming his way. Skewed back all the way towards Fountain, but his dieback here is going to secure them another lane of barracks. Yes, he's dead for a minute and a half, but it still looks good for tempo.
They're chasing.
Noob turns. 4 staff away from the Sprout. Miposhka with the coconuts bouncing about as Glimmer Cape onto Noob. Gets him a bit of distance here, but the Batrider wants in. Still diving deep. TPs. Any cancel? There's the Blink Skewer. Stops the Noob TP as he's got Satanic and Cheese. They might consider fighting here as Noob pops the Cheese in the back. Krillat looking for the Light Strike Array. Connects on Lina. The Scardy bouncing as the Deathfall comes down. Morphling looks fine. Miposhka will be able to come back in with some more Voodoo Restoration, but Mio is in trouble. Void is respawned. They've got the Chrono arriving. Laguna Blade takes down the Prophet. 2 TPs out now from LeBron and DNZ.
I'm very surprised the way Yellow Submarine plays. They are, as you mentioned, disciplined. They're not overextending. Batrider goes in multiple times, try to make stuff happen, scout things out, holding on to BKB for a very long time without even popping it.
But in the end, they do lose that top lane. Even with good play, Tempo are hitting this timing very nicely around the Morphling. I was worried it was too slow, but it seems like Krillat is very comfortable.
That's a very nice item against the Morphling if he's using a shotgun on you.
Oh, because of Dispel?
Yeah.
We'll see who holds it.
Timeless Relic, I guess you give that one to Lina. Sadly, she does not have Aghanim Scepter yet, I believe. She also bought back in the previous fight. The Minotaur Horn also picked up. Let's see who's holding on to that one. Minotaur Horn.
Alina with 1,134 damage on that Laguna Blade now. Well, there's a Skewer on LeBron. Enchantress isolated. They do throw Laguna Blade in there, but Mitch is on top of the Centaur. Blinks saves him. Faceless Void thinking about continuing, but LeBron with the enchant. Those fairies are very tanky. Mitch, he's going to get forced out away. Void time walks forward again, just playing aggressively, but a good disarm. And the coconut does bounce back. Yataro's going to be able to be helped out to get the final kill, but Morphling, very aggressive. Chrono, barely counting Morphling on the very edge. He takes the time walk away. Time dilation is there. He can try and pop out of it, but he can't get off the mountain in time. And a stolen Chrono. DNZ does catch a number of them, but he's also found the Prophet inside, killing his teammate. And Rubik bashed up as he tries to get home. This has become so sloppy and a disaster for Tempo. Somehow Yellow Submarine just casting their spells get the upper hand.
Time walk on time walk action. LeBron will try to get the D-Ward, is holding on to 2 gems, can't afford to. Pretty big deal. Shiva's Guard as well on Batrider. I mean, I don't think he's getting out even without, even with the Invis. So 2 bounty runes. I think you give this Minotaur Horn to someone else. Either Faceless Void holds it or Magnus holds it, so you can dodge one of those shotguns. Because Magnus, he died in the previous fight because of the shotgun. Didn't even use a BKB. Enchantress will buy back. I don't think that's enough.
Enough for what?
Enough to, threaten a Roche.
Ah, I see. The big man is up with a Refresher Shard in his inventory. Yellow Submarine have to come back and defend, though. Creeps are in the base.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Man, that Morphling was so close to getting away from Chrono as well. He turned into Void, got Time Walk off. Basically, 1 pixel of his buttock was inside the Chrono and he got caught.
Okay, so they're swapping things around. Quickening Charm on a Batrider. Yeah, Magnus is holding on to that Minotaur Horn. It's a much better decision because you have two abilities, I mean, two items that stop you from being blasted by Morphling. They're in. Cheese, Aegis, Refresher, but Yellow Submarine, they want to take a fight. 40 seconds until Chrono.
They really need to get in here.
Oh, nice profit. Will start pushing out the lanes. You know, he is level 22, not level 25 yet, but with the ulti, it's going to cause a lot of issues. Look at the mid lane, look at the top lane. It's being pinged out Morphling. Like, we should try to go now. There's some damage being dealt on tier 4 towers.
The Dire scans. Smoke is still here for Mitch as they blink Stomp, catching out that poor Witch Doctor. Does have buyback, Naposhka pops it. You got Sorrow, silenced, holding his BKB for as long as he can as Collapse. Focusing Krillan, pops the Lincolns, drags him back. He didn't get Morph off and he's been blown up.
He has no buyback.
Dead for 100 seconds with no buyback. Now Mitch is in trouble. Yellow Submarine might just have this game under lock and key as Roshan is going to be absolutely free for them.
Alright, one question. Why did carries not have buyback when you're taking a Roche fight? You're 400 gold away. This is you selling the magic wand and killing 4 creeps. That's your buyback. They found Noob on bottom.
Oh dearie me. He does get the Satanic off, tries to TP, but there's the RP. Rubik stole it.
Yeah. This is the second time he steals RP and just TPs in front of everyone. This Batrider is massive. Fully equipped with the Quickening Charm, cooldown reduction, talent on level 20, cooldown reduction on Octarine Core. Let's see if he can have Perma Firefly duration 21 and cooldown is 19 seconds. Yeah, he can have Perma Firefly.
Pretty much, yeah. He's second net worth. He was higher than a Magnus a second ago. 30 seconds. For that Morphling to respawn. Prophet might have to use his buyback here, but they've glyphed it up for now. Creep wave a couple of seconds away for the Dire team to breach the ramp and look for a lane of barracks of their own. 10 seconds now. And it is just a waiting game for Tempo Esports. TP in from Batrider with the Boots of Travel. No great way to get a second lane here. The bot creep wave is too distant. They'll try and attempt it regardless. Yatoro wants a high five. He's backtracking like a madman as they lift him up and Hurricane Pike him back. He's Satanics as they do. Blink Skewer LeBron. The lasso also good. The BKB Batrider getting out this Morphling who doesn't have buyback and they just refresh the Laguna Blade. Double zap, down goes Morph, and that might just be game. The RP comes in from DNZ, catching 2 heroes, but Yellow Submarine don't seem to care. Lena, the one casualty of war, but Noob will fall, and with buyback, yes, he'll return to the battlefield, but I just don't see what he'll accomplish with that second life of his, because Yatoro's on top of him. The Sprout buys a bit of space, but he's pushed out, and the Death Wall with a skewer back yet again. Beautifully placed, and GG is called.
That was some really nice performance coming out from Yellow Submarine. They kept their stuff together. They did not want to overextend. I think the breaking point in this game could have been Faceless Void not having buyback, instead buying components for Satanic.
$1,500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling Boulder from Sep misses again, but there's the Infest Bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out, they have the Magnetize, they get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right-click down. The Exorcism will go from
$1,500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling Boulder from Sep misses again, but there's the Infest Bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out, they have the Magnetize, they get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right-click down. The Exorcism will go from Mushi, doing a decent amount of damage to that aggressive. The Borslow comes through, he has no Infest, he has the Armlet Toggle, needs to be careful, the Spirit Siphon coming out, the Glimpse back onto aggressive, gets him back in there. They get the Grave off in time though, the Open Wounds will come through, they have the Kinetic Shield, there's the Black Hole, from the long ground, on to 3, Sep as well as NM1 are gonna get chewed down. 3 dead. Mushi gets a double kill. DJ, are you kidding me, from the low ground?
DJ, God, the crowd here just goes insane as he hits the black hole of his life. And
Likely could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help. But nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the boulder smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with the Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto 2. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. It's not enough. Maybe he's getting cruised by mid 1. They get up the Roar. They'll lose 2. They'll lose 3. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the fountain. And waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. And there it is, yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. He just goes to Tongfu. And now charging back out. Dindy going to be spotted, and he doomed to Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him. He got him. Not going to follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it. Going to be telekinesed back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal is still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook. Got him. Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Navi's down. Can you say mega creeps? Navi, he got him. One more. This is what you call one for the road.
Man, I can't.
The game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're going to cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven. Turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Deadly. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead.
5 heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's light of heaven with his BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice is in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Ember Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead, but on the side, they find Arme. Arme's dead for 60. Still alive at the moment. Oh, the use! The dodge! Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slap. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kuka. The stolen Finch and Jerax sets up onto FY. OG!
That this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Samel, blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. Laguna bites Samel. The Colts burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Samel down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it, though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see that CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dog! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're gonna get wiped from the face of the earth, apart from aggressive. He'll jump out, but the wombo combo perfectly hits from Evil Geniuses. And now they will take Roshan. Samael is back, they'll get the egg into the Immortal. OG right behind Ame, gets the jump, finds the Pugner, Vision will not find a stun, Pugner with no buyback. OG, they were really playing with fire. The Hex down the Terrorblade, Spectral Haunt looking for the frontline attack, but that's why Somnus goes into the back line. The BKB, they're into the back line. Shaker, he's bouncing around, Hawk shot, she stuns on the way through. ES is gone, no buybacks available. Have LGD done it? They're holding Anna, hold him in place. Chalice will find the damage, F5 will die for it. No, really? Anna is actually running away, but it won't stop Ame from blinking up, looking for the tier 3 tower. 2 players left alive for OG. They're the big ones, however. Thompson and Anna on the defense duty. Fortification. It's delayed as much as they possibly can. And now the jump out. Hex, the boy in the bubble. Thompson able to be protected once again. Chalice very, very low on mana. They have a love, but Ame, he'll change the life with Anna. Thompson needs to be pushed away. Able to do so. FY jumps onto the illusion only, so the hookshot won't be able to connect. But Anna, he needs to retreat. There's so much damage. Anna down. Buyback is available. They still have not taken the mid racks. OG are just trying to delay LGD for the moment. 5 heroes around. The bubble is there, protecting the melee racks. Anna, Sunder! Once again, the Sunder switches to life. Army's back up to full health, but the damage from Thompson, it's good enough to kill off the bait. Buyback is there. Somnus leads forward. They just keep bunching them around, but they're still battling from inside the bubble. Pugner will come to the world living LGD. They're going for the GG push. They're going up the tier 4 towers. OG, they have to hold the line. They have the numbers. Seven from the side with a Dagon. Army, but no! Sunder is back up. It is there. Chalice will fall. They lose the Enchantress. FY pushing around Anna. He's so low. Can they get the die back on him? You bet your Nelly they can. Arme still very, very low. The blast will kill him off. But buyback. LGD want this now. LGD, or can they? Backing up? No, they're not. Terrorblade. BT's forward. The ball is up. Thompson needs to defend. X-Nova very visible. You've got a very, very low life Marana. But OG, they can't find the target. X-Nova, he's got the grip. He's got the control. He's got the kill. Thompson is down, but ES is up. Where the Echo slam. Oh, there it is. Forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's the play. Jirax, the savior of OG.
1500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling boulder from Zep misses again, but there's the Infest Bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out, they have the Magnetize, they get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right-click down. The Exorcism will go from Mushi, doing a decent amount of damage to that aggressive. The Borslow comes through, he has no Infest, he has the Armless Toggle, needs to be careful, the Spirit Siphon coming out, the Glimpse back onto Aggressive, gets him back in there. They get the Grave off in time though, the Open Wounds will come through, they have the Kinetic Shield. There's the Black Hole, from the low ground, on to 3! Step as well as M1 are gonna get chewed down. 3 dead. Mushi gets a double kill. DJ, are you kidding me? From the low ground.
DJ, God, the crowd, he just goes insane as he hits the black hole of his life. And
likely could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help. But nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the Boulder Smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the Rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with the Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto 2. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. It's not enough. Maybe he's getting chewed through by mid 1. They get up the Roar. They'll lose 2. They'll lose 3. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the Fountain. And waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. There it is. Yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. He just goes to Tong Fu. And now charging back out. Dindy going to be spotted, and he doomed to Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him. He got him. Not going to follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it. Going to be telekinesed back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal is still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook. Got him. Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Navi's down. Can you say mega creeps? Navi, he got him. One more. This is what you call one for the road.
Man, I can't.
The game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're gonna cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Dandy. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead.
5 heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's light of heaven with his BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice is in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Ember Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead, but on the side. They find Arme. Arme's dead for 60. Still alive at the moment. And all the use! The dodge! Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slam. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kuka. The stolen Vintage Jerax sets up onto FY. OG!
But this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Samel, blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. They're going to fight Samel. The Cogs Burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Samel down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it, though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see. CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dodge! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're going to get wiped from the face of the earth, apart from aggressive. He'll jump out, but the wombo combo perfectly hits from Evil Geniuses, and now they will take Roshan. Samel is back, they'll get the egg into the Immortal.
It is Dire's ban. Radiant's turn to ban. Seconds. 5 seconds remain. It is Dire's ban. Radiant's turn to pick. seconds remain. 5 seconds. Dire's turn to pick.
Enchantress.
Seconds. 5 seconds remain. Radiant's turn to pick.
Treant Protector.
Seconds remain. 5 seconds.
See you later, nerds. See you later, nerds. See you later, nerds.
There is nothing that can stop this man.
Mother.
Dire's turn to pick.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Seconds. 5 seconds. It is Radiant spam.
Lena.
Seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
Welcome back, everyone. Here we are with our second game of the series in this best of 3 between Yellow Submarine and Tempo Esports. 1-0 lead for Yellow Submarine after that pretty banging first match where both teams went head-to-head in a pretty close endeavor, but second draft underway, joined yet again by Lacoste for a few little different things. Tempo have stolen Lena.
Not only they have stolen Lena, they also picked Treant Protector for themselves, something they really love to play. Run it as position 5, which allows them to play more aggressive on the side lanes, mid lane, where you have earlier point in living armor, getting some extra regen, extra armor, so you can dive a tower, which I really like, and they've been playing well with it. So they open up with the Lena on top of that. Flexible pick, can be played as 4, can be played as mid. But from what I've seen, when Tempo picks a hero that can go mid in the first phase, they tend to pick it. They tend to play it on the mid lane.
Interesting. We'll see where it heads. And yeah, just to clarify, the losers of these series do have it's basically triple elimination bracket. There is a 5th place match that I believe happens later on today, so it's not in time per se for one of these squads, as they do have that one more chance to qualify for the main event. Into that next stage of bans: Rubik, Void, Sand King, Undying, Phoenix, Magnus, Batrider, Morphling. Some respect bans from Tempo there with a mag and the bat. Don't want to be handling them again.
Turn to ban.
Well, look at that. We're going to be seeing Mitch on a different hero. No Centaur for him today.
I mean, I know Mitch for 15 years. We go back to Dota 1 days, and he was always very versatile, so I'm very surprised that they just keep picking Centaur for him.
10 seconds.
What do you think is his best hero?
Darkseer, without a doubt.
Good. Because in my head, I was thinking Darkseer is his next hero after Centaur.
I don't think he can pick a Darkseer into Enchantress. It's just one of the unplayable matchups. Same goes for Oracle, where you don't have a laning stage.
Yeah, they just dispel off that pesky Ion Shell. Underlord. That's going to be Mitch's hero then. Boy.
He played it the other day with the Yule Scepter. I really loved how they try to gank him multiple times. He uses ulti, then throw himself into the air with the Yule Scepter and gets out every single time.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Do you prefer the Yule Scepter for that, or do you... Rod of Atos for me seems so much better as an aggressive option, but I guess Yule's gives you the defensive nature opportunity.
He still might get like a Yule Scepter in this one, where they need something to dispel off the Wind Ranger. It's a good mana sustain. They also have Invoker to remove the Twin Protector's armor, Quas Vex, Krillat, TB. Like, the dude really knows how to play Terrorblade. Now they need something to, you know, take care of that Terrorblade. I don't think these three heroes do that much. Yeah, Invoker at the later stages of the game, he certainly does, but they need something, some kind of a burst damage.
Drow Ranger.
Okay, that works as well, like if you want to go a different route. But they are a bit squishy. Enchantress, Wind Ranger, Drow Ranger, Invoker, these are all low HP heroes.
Yeah.
So I assume this is a position 4 Wind Ranger, Enchantress 5, and they need someone to be their frontliner and start a team fight for them. Okay.
It is a real drow strat. Right, it's been a while since I've seen 4 ranged heroes with a drow involved. She's pretty good at piercing through all that armor of Terrorblade.
Enchantress good at
Storm Spirit?
Yeah, removing the Twin Protector's armor. Invoker can do the same thing with the Tornado, and she can also take one of TB illusions, which is a pretty big deal. So they're banning all the spirits. They think it's gonna be a mid hero, Lina, Underlord. It's a sick combo. Maybe not the greatest against the range hero like a Drow Ranger, but if it was a melee core, then it would have been a different kind of story where Firestorm into LSA. Once you get to level 4, you have 1 point in Pit of Malice. Easy to set things up. So what did they need? They need...
Is Timbersaw good here?
Timbersaw is okay. Yeah, they have
clear illusions.
Yeah, they have no real answer for Timbersaw. What else is there? They banned out the Slardar, which works really well with the Drow Ranger. Any kind of... I mean, they can go Timbersaw, or you can pick any kind of stun.
Like a Beastmaster, for example.
Yeah, Beastmaster sounds very good.
Get that vision going, scout out the TB. Have the Roar as that team fight initiation, because right now, yeah, you're mentioning they need a stun. They've got Shackler Shot, well, they've got Invoker.
They can also get Legion Commander. I think this is a fine option, locking down TB, having a Dispel against Twin Protector, Root Mechanic from Underlord, and they still don't know the matchup. It could be Quas Vex Invoker, it could be Exort Invoker. If it's Exort 1, works really well with the Legion Commander. Easy setup for Sunstrike.
And then you'll have this Alacrity, press the attack, Drow Ranger.
Beastmaster.
Yeah, they go with...
It's the Beastmaster.
What do you mention? Beastmaster, Drow Ranger. So, Twin Protector, TB, that's their lane. I think you just pick a different hero for mid. If it's Lina against Invoker, Invoker just out regens any kind of harassment coming out from Lina with the Crosswex. They go with Zeus. Okay.
The noob Zeus. Up against Invoker. Yeah, it should be Crosswex, I assume, Invoker. Then he's going to be able to regen perfectly fine.
Yes.
Through the harassment.
I'm afraid that Tempo does not have way of starting a team fight. You have Twin Protector Underlord as your 5 and 3. Lina, also not a reliable stun. You can't just go in and try to LSA someone to start a team fight. That's my concern about their lineup.
Yeah, it's a little bit finicky starting these battles. I guess it comes down to those first items, right? Can you get your Scepter up or Rod of Atos, some kind of catch item? And then Zeus needs a little bit of time to get his first couple of items going as well. We might just see that Aghanim Scepter come out reasonably quickly.
Also,
that's a nice combo. Pit of Malice with Nimbus. Oh.
It is, and add Twin Protector ulti on top of that. They don't have the best heroes to find Zeus. There's 2 beefy frontliners. You need to take care of a TB as well. There's no one that just goes in, jumps, finds Zeus, instantly kills him. So they need to be playing around Zeus. I think Zeus will be uncontested in the team fights if his positioning is good.
Well, we'll see how he gets on. He's got all the slots filled out for Zeus. And we get ourselves into game 2 here of this best of 3. Tempo Esports up against Yellow Submarine. In the lower bracket for the closed qualifiers for Europe and CIS.
Okay, it's Exort Invoker. At least he's starting with the Sunstrike level 1.
Interesting. He doesn't buy a stick either. That's quite
Does he
curious.
know he's playing against Zeus?
I don't know.
Like, if you go Quasvex against Zeus, that means you're having a free lane. You don't care too much about being harassed. You just out-regen any kind of damage being dealt. They're scouting things out with the Hawk. It's an actual Hawk. It's not some dinosaur flying thing.
Very good. So Zeus, I didn't realize he was actually so quick. 310 move speed, was able to get to mid lane faster than Invoker by a good 30 move speed. Gets his ward down first, and scouts out that Invoker's Observer is up on that high ground, so we could see an early deep ward here from Noob. And he doesn't necessarily need to bring a sentry or spend gold on that either. For LeBron, he's slowly walking over. Gets the sentry down. Oh, maybe not. He's just wandering.
Nah, he's getting there.
Coming.
He's just slow. He's an end. You can't rush an end.
That is true. It's time for the end moot around the Observer ward. So already advantage Tempo in this mid lane at least, as Miposhka trying to scout out the Dire Observer ward, taking half HP from just a Nature's Grasp and a tower hit though. Well, Zeus base damage is 70, Invoker at 63.
Zeus base damage is insane. Like, he definitely needed a buff to be able to not use the chain lightning every single time, arc lightning to secure a creep, and they buffed him. Even though he got nerfed in the previous patches, extra 30 seconds added on the ulti, some extra damage, so it's now 300, 400, 500 per level, which is easier to do the math. Another Sunstrike.
He's trying to secure range creeps.
Invoker. He's gonna die.
Oh dear. Fairy Fire. Can he tango his way out of this one? Noob is still giving chase. Mio's trying to escape. Juke through the trees. Up, down, left, right. AB, dead. Noob gets first blood. Mio, I don't know what that was, but it was atrociously messy.
It was painful to watch, yeah. Like, Zeus did a good job just taking the aggro because he thought, there's gonna be another Sunstrike. Skilled player. Oh, whoa!
Oh no!
Wow,
he's tilted?
he is super tilted. Like, it's been a couple of years since I saw someone writing in all chat after they're dying.
Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. See, I've had this argument with a number of people, and I'm a big fan of chat wheel lines and all chat, as long as it's not flaming, as long as it's not rude or insulting. I think all chatting, like a bit of banter, is fine. I don't think people should be punished for it. I really don't want us to end up like StarCraft, where someone gets banned for typing PPP instead of PP. Because that shit's insane. Oh, nice shackle shot.
I wasn't even listening, but you have a good point. No, you have a good point. I mean, Dota community was always a bit more relaxed, even for us commentators. We could see some stuff that are not allowed in other games. We have an easy pass, but man, I'm just watching mid lane. I'm not watching any other lanes. 9 CS on this Invoker. Zeus already has a bottle. This is a dream start for Zeus. There's going to be another Sunstrike. Well, he gets it.
And top lane, LeBron with Metamorphosis trying to play onto Collapse. That was an initiation from Yellow Submarine. The Fairy Fire, oh, it's barely enough to keep him alive. Well played.
So this means Zeus will be level 6 pretty soon. He's about to be 5, having some good CS. Rune's gonna spawn in a few seconds. Oh, Mio, skilled player. There's the tip. Everyone tip him. Very skilled. Alright, this might turn into, a bit of a flame war. Rune spawning in 5 seconds. Zeus will want to refill his bottle. I don't see anyone making a rotation. Windranger is actually trying to go on the top lane. Let's see where the rune is. Oh, Regen, man. There's going to be another high skill. Trust me. Like, if you see someone dominating the lane, picking up a Regen rune after...
Bottling. Like, filling bottle and having regen. So sick. Oh, man. So bad, trying to escape from the Nature's Grasp. Some heavy hitting punches from LeBron with the Orb of Venom. Oh,
Zeus 6, 425. He gets a kill and so bad.
Just like that. And pops the regen rune as well. Why isn't Zeus all chatting now? Well, 3-0. Tempo having a great start to this one. We've not looked down bottom too much. Drow Ranger 20 CS. Underlord sitting at the top with 28 and 4. Mitch having a beautiful start to this game.
Every coin helps.
On DNZ, he finds the opening on the Enchantress. Poshka's a goner. 4-0 now. And they try and slow Mitch down with the Frost Arrows, but it's never going to be a kill.
And TB is getting a lot of levels on the top lane. He's about to be level 5. Treant Protector will heal him up with the Living Armor. He has another healing salve to work with. So I don't think TB will get pushed out of the lane. Triple raid band. You know, when someone buys more than 2 of those, like he wants to win.
It's serious time. But yeah, imagine both of these teams make it to the main event. All chat and banter, there's a story there now. You've got this rivalry between Mio and Noob. If they meet up again, together. On DNZ down bottom. Sliding through the trees. And 2 very healthy heroes in the edge. And Drow Ranger. With both of them have raindrops as well, so a little difficult now to find kills. Unless the Zeus with an arcane rune. Skilled player is coming, Lacoste.
This is these days. Oh, pop that arcane rune.
Hell yeah. Zap down the Drow Ranger. Even with the raindrops there, the Sunstrike lands, so Mio gets a kill. Miposhka unlikely to be able to survive this. TP's on cooldown, and with all the stuns and magic damage that they've got, they burn through both quite easily. And a D-ward.
Even get the Observer Ward. He TP's back, still has another ulti if they want to keep playing aggressive on the top. and you want to pop that ulti with your Arcane Rune, have it for another fight. I talked about the build on Zeus where he gets multiple points in Arc Lighting, just outpushes the lane, gives him more farm.
Oh, they're so close to killing him. Collapse barely escapes thanks to his wand. Now LeBron trapped under the tower in the trees. The Sunstrike not enough with the two heroes there to kill him. Exort Invoker.
I still don't know why he went Exort build. They don't have the best setup for Sunstrike. There's Shackle, there's Beastmaster ulti, but that's pretty much it. And in the laning stage, like, you could just have all the CS. If you buy like 2 Nullies, if you buy a Magic Wand at the early stages of the game, have Quas Vex. You also threaten a kill on Zeus. With this build, you really can't kill him.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Maybe he just feels more comfortable with it. Let's see if he can get some combos out. We still could see the Cold Snap Tornado Meteor play. That can get you a kill with just a little bit of help from like a Wind Ranger or something.
With this build on Zeus, it does not allow you to get close when you're constantly playing with level 4 Arc Lighting, 150 damage.
To their bottom tower.
Yeah, he's just pushing wave, going back to jungle, keeping on farming. And he does have that ulti back up again. Ether Lens is pretty much just done. Noob is super farmed right now. 4.7k net worth. He's TB and Underlord not too far behind him. Top 3, all red heroes. As Dragon Ranger with the Enchantress defending her down bottom. Still staying in lane while the Terrorblade is full-time jungling now. Leaving Treant just to hold on to that tier 1. He can defend it quite easily while leeching up all that experience.
Tampa found some really nice tier 1 items. Iron Talon on TB. They found the jelly, so both of these heroes really benefit from it, especially TB who's farming jungle, extra regen, extra mana, Keen Optic that Lina is holding. Like, this is the item that you want to keep on Lina for a very long time, sometimes even better than some tier 3 items. I'm not talking about the one with the cast range, the telescope, but yeah. Oh, bottom lane, this is gonna be an easy kill. Noob takes it. Like, it's fine if Zeus gets all the kills. Like, you want him to scale, you want him to get as much gold early as
501 definitely doing that. 5,000 net worth for a level 10 Zeus before 10 minutes. 9.5 minutes in, he is level 10. Accelerating so very quickly. As Miposhka TP's bottom to try and hold out onto this tier 1 tower, but a Pit of Malice with the damage from TB coming through, but Krillat doesn't have the range anymore. And DNZ not close enough to land a stun. The Dragon Sleeve touch off the mark. Mitch, you're not catching this one,
he has phase boost.
365, 431. Oh, he does.
He got it. Zeus, no ulti for 70 seconds. Top tower's gonna fall. Beastmaster, 2 points in aura. Well, I mean, this game, in terms of kills, looks old tempo, but once they group up with the Beastmaster and the Drow Ranger, Beastmaster is farmed. He has full Helm of the Dominator, which allows him to have some extra creep, extra push on the towers, and it also opens up the Roche for them.
Clearing out the trees, making sure there's no TP down bottom. Tier 1 for tier 1 trade. Yeah, it was much faster, like you're saying, for that yellow submarine side, just a shove. And then Drow fall back into the jungle. But it's so difficult to push that mid lane. Zeus, they just whacking away at creeps. Boots of Travel queued up for Noob. So no defensive item, no Yule Scepter, not going to rush the Aghanim Scepter. Not even going back for, Arcane Boots to finish them off after the Ether Lens was completed.
With Boots of Travel, he has some extra move speed, can be anywhere globally, keeps refilling his bottle. But when you think about it, it's also half of the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
He has enough mana sustain. With the talent, he's already level 10, 1.5. He gets some extra mana regen from Royal Jelly. And Lina can also give him the Keen Optic. Yeah, alright. So the Roar plus Sunstrike, they're going to get that for 5.
They find LeBron. They are all gathered up towards that top part of the map. Beastmaster still trying to farm jungle a little forward there, but he has the Helm of the Dominator creep, which gets zapped down. 200 bonus gold for Noob, raking it in. Yes, the boars will get cleared up, and the escape of Yellow Submarine successful. Invoker going back into the hand of Midas after drums. Want some way to continue accelerating, but a good glyph there. Yeah.
He's getting into his head, using glyph, just so that he does not kill. Creep away with the meteor. And then Mio pops the glyph for his team to stop some damage coming out from TB.
Well, they TP the Drow in here, but LeBron has the overgrowth and Invoker annihilated. This is really one-sided now. 2 cores, your position 1 and 2, both defending that tower alone. LeBron with Noob, some real significant damage. Not just in the game, but mentally towards Yellow Submarine as well. They're going to need a therapist after this one.
Man, Treant Protector was in such a good spot. A late tip. Maybe it was on cooldown. Couldn't tip him. Treant Protector comes from the side, uses very nice overgrowth when they wanted to make an aggressive move on TV. They would take the tier 1 tower. Mech dies on the top lane. Sunstrike just to secure the kill.
Yeah, it was nicely played. Didn't even need the roar, just shackle shot with the Centaur stomp. Lots of circles being drawn. LeBron's saying, hey, they're going to be coming into our jungle. Let's get some wards down preemptively. And then we can see when they're making these excursions into that top part of the map. But you mentioned a potential problem here for Yellow Submarine and their lack of kind of action hero, the ability to go and start a fight, go and do stuff. You've got Beastmaster that can, and I guess a global Sunstrike, but both Drow and Invoker want to be sitting their side of the river farming, it feels like.
I was talking about tempo, where they can't really just like start a fight with their heroes. This is what they can do. Try to poke, provoke something. On the other side, you have a Beastmaster, you have a Shackle. If you land on top of Sunstrike, could have enough damage. Wind Ranger, she's just getting utility items. She's not gonna scale. Sometimes you see position 4 Wind Rangers getting a Javelin earlier and then turning that into MKB. If they get enough farm, you get a BKB on top of that. Suddenly you're a core that can kill pretty much anyone on the map. Underlord once again getting that Yule Scepter, so that's a setup. And it's also good defensive tool against the Cold Snap, removing any kind of silence. Or dispelling a Wind Ranger, even though it's only a position 4 Wind Ranger, they kind of lack catch, so it's going to be a good item.
Wind Ranger walking into the Zeus. It feels like everyone on the Radiant side needs raindrops. She's going to die.
Well,
that's some insane damage.
You don't need stuns if Zeus is just chasing you with Ether Lance and Keen Optic.
Yeah, it's like the old saying, if you don't have stuns to stop TP, just do the damage and kill them instead.
Yeah, that's the old saying. Goes back to 2012, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it was February 17th, 2012. It was a cold, rainy day.
Top lane, there's the Sunstrike.
And the stomp from the Centaur. No way out. Mitch is trying. Bit of malice and Uber. He is. I underestimated living armor.
He doesn't even use your scepter.
Didn't need to. Man, living armor, what a spell. Global heal armor. Beautiful stuff. And a smoke from Tempo. Where are they going? Hunting Drow Ranger. They know that her natural move, yes, is to move up here. With a scan, they spot her, observe ward high ground, and the Nature's Grasp and Overgrowth all piling in onto the Drow for the final hit from DNZ to secure the kill. TB did pop better for this.
I think they're going to Roche bit. Yeah, TB with the meta, Mantis style, Firestorm. They have enough damage. Remember, Firestorm was super good against
all the
percentage-based damage.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. Oh, Mitch is tanky, but not tanky enough to fully face up against Roshan, so they'll use their TB illusions instead. Oh, Ether Lens and Tranquil Boots denied out as the courier of DNZ dies to the Beastmaster a little further back. But that is Roshan, no contest. Yellow Submarine don't have the ability to maybe snipe it with a Sunstrike.
That was so close on TB.
Pretty close.
Does he want to use a Sunder on one of his teammates so that he does not die?
Oh, Beastmaster wants to come in. They Sunder the Beastmaster. Oh, the power shot. Well placed. Snipes the Aegis. Collapse still alive. They can't give chase.
They can't chase. They don't
out of there.
Catch. That's why I said that I wanted to see Terrorblade using Sunder on one of his teammates.
Dire's bottom tower is in
All that Roche attempt for nothing. Well, maybe it's a big brain play, you know. We're just gonna kill the Roche once early, 17 minutes in, then he's gonna respawn around 27-minute mark, and then we get Cheese and Aegis. We don't care about the first one.
We just wanted to put him on cooldown. They're stacking the camp, Lacoste.
Stack Roshan, yeah.
Stack him up good. 18 minutes in, we've got an almost 10k net worth Terrorblade. Zeus did go for Blink Dagger. Daggerman's queued up. So he will have that maneuverability item on top of the movement speed. Do you...
Yeah, ask the question.
Do you go move speed talent on Zeus? Because I feel like I've seen it before, but that's usually with like Yules and Boots of Travel, and you're super speedy.
Static field damage is insanely good. Oh, he also found the Vambrace. Extra spell damage on Zeus always feels fine. I think they're just preparing for the late game. Like, one of the reasons why he's not getting an earlier Ags is, you know, we have a TB, you're not gonna be fighting yet. Mitch getting a Crimson Guard, which I really like, against the Beastmaster, against the Focus Fire, and the Drow Ranger.
And it seems like the Beastmaster's job is going to be to try and beef up the Drow Ranger. Vlad's already done, Solar Crest queued up. Laguna Blade onto the Enchantress though, Miponchka, Glimmer Cape and heals, sprinting away, but caught up by the Zeus's magic damage. They are spam pinging the Drow Ranger. They scout with a Zeus ulti. Blink forward, giving chase with another bolt of lightning. The rest of the Tempo squad. Krillat and LeBron are still going though.
Drow Ranger does not have
no TP.
No TP, yeah.
I think that's what they were pinging. That's what they scouted out. They saw Drow's no TP, so they know that she's stuck here. Oh, the overgrowth missing. Collapse TPing out, and they do just have to give up the Drow.
How do you not have a TP? That's my question.
I don't know, Lacoste. That is a very interesting one. Oh, Mitch finds two. Inside that pit. Clumsy net. So bad, still dying to the Firestorm, and Zeus's damage over time with the Arc Lightning, while he gets the Beastmaster as well. Oh, baby. 3 to 15 at 20 minutes, and Zeus 8-0-5, having a perfect game.
Oh, is he gonna fall for this bait? Illusion. Neo is pinging it out. Well, maybe he knows. But considering the mental state that they put him in, maybe he falls for it. Also, there's Hand of Midas ready. He's not using any spells, so I guess he knows. Also, this is one of the best tier 2 items you can get on Underlord. Clumsy Net, combine that with the Pit of Malice, the triple root.
Yeah, destroyed the Wind Ranger when she was stuck inside. I thought for a second there that Mio maybe would fall for the kind of second bait. Like Zeus sends the illusion in, doesn't cast any spells, so it's obviously an illusion. Then brings his real hero across while the Invoker was showing on the lane. But he was just spamming out Arc Lightning. Now about 1,000 away from the Aghanim Scepter. That is a huge power spike for Zeus. As we have 4 staff Ether Lens on DNZ. Alina having a good amount of farm here, almost 7k, barely behind the Beastmaster in net worth.
Drow Ranger definitely needs a BKB to be able to stand her ground and take a fight.
you later.
Zeus ulted to scout things out. Beastmaster, yeah, I believe he's gonna fall. Oh, Essence Ring keeping him alive. Zeus might be thinking about blinking in.
I think he definitely is. If they can find him. Oh, they miss out on the zap. Good placement of the Beastmaster there, hiding in a little cranny. And there is that Crimson Guard you mentioned. Underlord has it done. A lot of damage mitigation. We haven't really seen Mio do anything out of the laning stage. He has been heavily focused on farming. Split pushing waves, being very delicate and careful about not showing to a Zeus. And he's almost got BKB done. While see, this is the thing. Dire Team aren't a BKB. TB doesn't necessarily want to buy one, and he hasn't indicated that he will. Zeus doesn't want to buy one. This Invoker could pop off in team fights because there's no way to mitigate his magic damage.
They're wrapping around. Toro, they found him. No BKB yet on him, but you can't really hide in Glimmer.
Is there a way to save him with a tornado?
Tornado, but Mitch gets the ensnare off.
And Noob was there with a blink as well.
Full agony.
Missing out on the second kill.
On Zeus completed, so pretty easy to set things up. You mentioned the combo between either Overgrowth or Underlord, just setting it up with the Pit of Malice and Snare, another Pit of Malice proc.
And Tempo coming for tier 2. Tornado EMP will catch only the Underlord, but a good Yules saves him from that mana burn. Dry Ranger back up in a couple of seconds. Beastmaster. Zeus thinking about it. Invoker's TPing up here with the Boots of Travel. Hiding himself in the fog, waiting for that moment to strike onto Noob. That's difficult though.
Big kill if they can get it. Hawk is scouting him out, but they know.
Oh, the blink away as well. Missing Tornado, and now Invoker's in trouble, right? Ice Wall's there, but the Terrorblade arrives. Mio needs to try and get out of here, but he will not do so alive. And the tips.
And everyone
that Treant line is perfect.
There is nothing that can stop this man.
I'm pretty sure they muted them.
So I think Mio definitely did.
Yeah, so you can play Dota.
I found a floating sheep in the sky.
Where is it?
There's the body of a dead courier above Lena, where TB is right now.
Oh, I found it.
You see it, yeah?
Yeah.
Hello, little sheepy. What are you doing? He's a cloud. He wants to be a cloud. Is that what happens when sheep die? They don't go to heaven, they just become a cloud?
I think you're onto something. You should be a writer. Well, maybe not. After I heard you talking about Bambi and the pig movie, what was it called? The Babe?
Babe.
Yeah.
Why? I didn't write those movies.
No, but, you know, you seem pretty happy that Bambi's mother died, which is not a good sign that you should be writing books for kids, Gary.
Who said they were for kids? I'm gonna write the adult version of Bambi.
They turn into clouds when they die. That's kind of a not thing to say, to explain it to kids what happens with it.
And what happens to fish when you flush them down the toilet? What do they become?
I don't have the answer. I really don't. What do they become? Do you know?
I don't know. I was asking you.
So yeah, back to the game. Invoker level 17 with the BKB, working towards a Blink Dagger so they can use the combo if a Shackle lands. Midranger also with a Blink Dagger, so they are pretty mobile. Beastmaster also has a Blink Dagger. I think that's one dagger way too many, especially against the Zeus. You're not going to be able to utilize and get the most out of the item. That's 6,000 gold to just position yourself.
It's a lot of expenditure.
Dire's bottom tower is
Invoker alacritying the catapult. But there's a glyph from Tempo. As they do come storming down that middle lane now. Looking for the dual-pronged approach to the Radiant base, top and mid. Already reaching that high ground. Noob is back farming his jungle, scouting out Roshan with an illusion. 4 seconds until the big man is up. And right now, Yellow Submarine not really defending their base with numbers. They're dealing with the
Drow Ranger wants to get her BKB before the next fight. She's under level 16. I mean, she's 0-5 and 1. That explains it.
Not having the best of times. Now a telescope. Oh. Give that to Zeusy. I guess you could just hold it on your Treant.
You give that to Lina. Lina keeps it, and Zeus will get it from the aura.
Ah, true.
He's holding on to repair kit. Will repair the bottom lane, possibly. This is something that... they found quickening charm. Even better. Like, just gonna take that one. How do you push?
Roshan scouted.
Against repair kit and the Treant Protector's living armor.
Impossible. I don't think you can.
Like, they almost killed the tower on the bottom lane, and it's gonna get back to full HP.
Well, Roshan attempt is given up on. Forge Spirit, Boar, Underlord, everyone wandering in towards the pit just to get an idea of what's going on inside of it. And we do have Javelin up on the Wind Ranger now, so at least a bit of bonus damage coming through from one of your supports. And Invoker, a scary prospect now for Tempo. The double BKBs are here, and they need to start this fight off properly. Going high ground, Light Strike Array's there, and that is properly as you'd like it. Mio doesn't get away. Ghost Walk will not save him, and an Overgrowth on the back. Beastmaster got the roar out, but he's obliterated by the Zeus. And DNC, well, he'll find another one there. Krillak with a double kill. The other submarine crumbling, sinking. Someone's opened the door underwater.
Roche is up, so that's gonna be an easy one for Tempo. Like, if Invoker dies straight away, they also don't have a way of protecting a Drow Ranger. TB hits her once with a Scotty. She seems pretty dead to me. Oh, they gave Aegis to Zeus because he's godlike, did not die a single time, and they did not want to give Yellow Submarine a satisfaction of killing him, especially if it's Invoker getting the last hit.
No streak stealing for you. And here they come with that Terrorblade frontlining. Tier 3 very simply crumbling. Drow Ranger doing a decent job clearing out the rest of the wave though. Enchantress also able to steal one of these TB illusions every once in a while. Oh, Invoker. Is he going to be able to get this? Barely in time? No. Cancelled. The Nimbus and now the TPs. DNZ gets the Yule Scepter up. Invoker in trouble, has to BKB. Ghost walks off.
Alright, 2 more kills for Tempo, and we're having a golden number.
Unfortunately, it might go the other way, but a great Sunder. Krillak gets it off before the Drow BKBs. She didn't pop the BKB fast enough. That should have been a kill on Terrorblade for sure.
He had the cheese. No way they're killing him. If he's not getting a Sunder off, pops the cheese back to full HP. The status resistance kicked in from Titan Sliver. It's not much, but, you know, it's an honest number, 12%.
It does the trick every once in a while. So what do you want? Do you want 1 kill for Radiant, or do you want 2 kills for Dire?
I'm more of a 3-2-2 guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's one of them. Just need 1 more. Wind Ranger can buy back, but a 20k lead seems insurmountable right now As Yellow Submarine have their base marauded, now catching out the Zeus. He has Aegis, don't forget. Pops the Bloodstone, healing up decently, and don't have the damage to finish him off. Noob is going to make an escape as the Terrorblade clearing through them on the left, and it's 3-2-2 all the way home. Sunstrike, nearly kills him, but they call GG. Invoker, where is it? Where's the rage crit? Invoker, leave the game.
Yeah, if you look at the scores, like they managed to kill someone only 3 times, and those kills were pretty much from the laning stage. Invoker, how?
$1,500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling boulder from Seth misses again, but there's the invest bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out, they have the magnetize, they get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right click down. The exorcism will go from Mushi, doing a decent amount of damage to that aggressive. The Borslow comes through, he has no infest, he has the armlet toggle, needs to be careful, the spirit type coming out, the glimpse back onto aggressive, gets him back in there. They get the grave off in time though, the open wounds will come through, they have the kinetic shield. There's the black hole, from the long ground, on to 3, Stefan and 1 are gonna get chewed down, 3 dead, Mushi gets a double kill. DJ, are you kidding me, from the low ground?
DJ, God, the crowd here just goes insane as he hits the black hole of his life. And
likely could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help, but nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the boulder smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for a Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with the Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto 2. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. It's not enough. Maybe he's getting chewed through by mid 1. They get off the Roar. They'll lose 2. They'll lose 3. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the fountain. And waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. There it is, yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. Aegis goes to Tongfu. And now charging back out. Dindy going to be spotted, and he doomed the Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him. He got him. Not going to follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it, going to be telekinesed back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal is still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook got him. Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Navi is down. Can you say mega creeps? Navi, he got him. One more. This is what you call one for the road.
Man, I can't.
The game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're gonna cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven. Turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Dendy. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead.
5 heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's Light of Heaven with his BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're going to do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice is in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Ember Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead, but on the side. They find Arme. Arme's dead for 60. Still alive at the moment. And all the use! The dodge! Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slam. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kuka. The stall of Vision Jerax sets up onto FY. OG!
So this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Samel, Blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. They're going to bite Samel. The Cogs Burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Samel down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it, though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see. CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dog! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're going to get wiped from the face of the earth, apart from aggressive. He'll jump out, but the Wombo combo perfectly hits from Evil Geniuses. And now they will take Roshan. Samel is back, they'll get the egg into the Immortal. OG right behind Arme. Gets the jump, finds the Pugner. Vision will not find the stun. Pugner with no buyback. OG, they were really playing with fire. The Hex down the Terrorblade. Spectral Haunt looking for the frontline attack, but that's why Somnus goes into the backline. The BKB, they're into the backline. Shaker, he's bouncing around. Hawk shot, she stuns on the way through. ES is gone. No buyback available. Have LGD done it? They're holding Anna. Hold him in place. Chalice will find the damage. F5 will die for it. No, really? Anna is actually running away, but it won't stop Arme from blinking up, looking for the tier 3 tower. 2 players left alive for OG. They're the big ones, however. Thompson and Anna on the defense duty. Fortification is delayed as much as they possibly can. And now the jump out. Hex, the boy in the bubble. Thompson able to be protected once again. Chalice very, very low on mana. They have a lot, but Arme, he'll change the life with Anna. Thompson needs to be pushed away. Able to do so. FY jumps onto the illusion only, so the hookshot won't be able to connect. But Anna, he needs to retreat. There's so much damage. Anna down. Buyback is available. They still have not taken the mid racks. OG are just trying to delay LGD for the moment. 5 heroes around. The bubble is there protecting the melee racks. Anna, Sunder! Once again, the Sunder switches to life. Arme's back up to full health, but the damage from Thompson, it's good enough to kill off the bait. Buyback is there. Somnus leads forward. They just keep bunching them around, but they're still battling from inside the bubble. Pugner will come to the world living LGD. They're going for the GG push. They're going up the tier 4 towers. OG, they have to hold the line. They have the numbers. Seven from the side with a dig on Arme, but no! Sunder is back up. It is there. Chalice will fall. They lose the Enchantress. FY pushing around Anna. He's so low. Can they get the die back on him? You bet your Nelly they can. Arme still very, very low. The blast will kill him off. But buyback. LGD want this now. LGD, or can they? Backing up? No, they're not. Terrorblade. BT's forward. The ball is up. Thompson needs to defend. X-Nova very visible. You've got a very, very low life Marana. But OG, they can't find the target. X-Nova, he's got the grip. He's got the control. He's got the kill. Thompson is down, but ES is up. Where the Echo Slam. Oh, there it is. Forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's the play. Jirax, the savior of OG.
1500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here. Look, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling boulder from Zep misses again, but there's the invest bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out, they have the magnetize, they get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right click down. The exorcism will go from Mushi, doing a decent amount of damage to that aggressive. The Borslow comes through, he has no infest, he has the armlet toggle, needs to be careful, the Spirit Siphon coming out, the glimpse back onto aggressive, gets him back in there. They get the Grave off in time though, the open wounds will come through, they have the kinetic shield. There's the black hole, from the long ground, onto to 3. Step and one are gonna get chewed down. 3 dead. Mushi gets a double kill. DJ, are you kidding me, from the low ground?
DJ, God, the crowd, he just goes insane as he hits the black hole of his life. And
Likely could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help. But nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the boulder smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with the Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto 2. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. It's not enough. Maybe he's getting chewed through by mid 1. They get up the Roar. They'll lose 2. They'll lose 3. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the fountain. And waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. There it is, yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. Aegis goes to Tongfu. And now charging back out. Dindy going to be spotted, and he doomed to Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him. He got him. Not going to follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it. Going to be telekinesis back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal is still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook. Got him. Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Navi is down. Can you say mega creeps? Navi, he got him. One more. This is what you call one for the road.
Man, I can't.
The game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're gonna cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Dandy. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead.
5 heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's light of heaven with his BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice, he's in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Ember Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead once, but on the side, they find Arme. Arme's dead for 60. Still alive at the moment. Oh, the use! The dodge! Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slap. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kunkka. The Stolen Fish and Jerax sets up onto FY. OG!
So this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Samel, blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. Laguna bites Samel. The Cogs burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Samel down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it, though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see. CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dog! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're gonna get wiped from the face of the earth, apart from aggressive. He'll jump out, but the wombo combo perfectly hits from Evil Geniuses, and now they will take Roshan. Samael is back, they'll get the egg into the Immortal.
OG right behind Ame. Gets the jump, finds the Pugner. Vision will not find a stun. Pugner with no buyback. OG, they were really playing with fire. The Hex down the Terrorblade. Spectral Haunt looking for the frontline attack, but that's why Somnus goes into the back line. The BKB, they're into the back line. Shaker, he's bouncing around. Hawk shot, she stuns on the way through. ES is gone. No buybacks available. Have LGD done it? They're holding Anna. Hold him in place. Chalice will find the damage. F5 will die for it. No, really? Anna is actually running away, but it won't stop Ame from blinking up, looking for the tier 3 tower. 2 players left alive for OG. They're the big ones, however. Thompson and Anna on the defense duty. Fortification is delayed as much as they possibly can.
Seconds. 5 seconds remain. It is Dire's ban. It is Radiant's ban. Dire's turn to ban. Radiant's turn to Dire's turn to pick.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Seconds remain.
There is nothing that can stop this man.
Enchantress.
It is Radiant's ban.
Ooh. Welcome back, everyone. Here we are with our final game of the series. It's all tied up 1 apiece between Tempo and Yellow Submarine as we get cracking on with our ESL One Germany 2020 closed qualifiers for Europe and CIS. There are 5 teams going through. We've already got Mud Golems, Windstrike looking for a couple more today and a 5th place match later on as well to get all of our squads to the main event. And I'm joined yet again by Lacoste as we see a Zeus respect ban.
I think it's comes more down to that, where they have Terrorblade and Zeus is just great against any illusion heroes, so that's why they banned it out. I mean, it also caused a lot of issues in the previous game, don't get me wrong. So they ban out Oracle, no TB Oracle this time. Any kind of save that you have with TB always feels nice. Tempo opens up with Mag and Enchantress. I feel like they're just swapping things around, like, okay, first game we're gonna play this, second game we're gonna mix it up, and then third game, well, we'll take a bit of your heroes, you're gonna take a couple of hours, and then we're gonna play Dota, see who's better.
Yeah, like first game, Tempo took Ench, Yellow Submarine took Magnus. Second game, Tempo took Lina away from Yellow Submarine, and then Yellow Submarine picked Enchantress. Now Tempo get Ench and Magnus. They're all swapping heroes between the 2 teams as well, seeing who gets that first little grab. As this last ban coming in for Yellow Submarine.
Dire must choose.
A lot of options. Drow Ranger's their choice. I wonder if this Magnus is going to be the Mitch hero, or will it shift into the hands of Noob? They've still got options there for them. There's Yellow Submarine with the Terrorblade now.
10 seconds.
And Rubik with a couple of pretty nice spells to steal.
Yeah, whenever you steal anything from Mag, it always feels good, whether it's a Shockwave, and then you can easily kill the whole creep wave with 2 spells. Of course, RP, if you steal Empower, amplify the farming of your carry, possibly a mid laner as well. I want to see some burst damage against the TB for Tempo. Something that deals well. He's a rather squishy hero, so until he gets the items, but I think Lina is the hero that works really well, something that both teams like to play.
A Grimstroke going to be the position 5 for them.
10 seconds remain.
And picking up third means that you've got a multitude of options to grab your off-lane or a hero to combo up with it. They can think about Centaur, Doom, Underlord is still out there as well. And there's that burst damage you wanted, Lina. Again for Tempo, going to be in the hands of DNZ.
Beastmaster still in a pool, either Beastmaster or Doom. I would prefer one of those. You can play Doom as an offlane, Doom as a mid. Beastmaster is just an offlaner. But
what about Bat again?
Bat works. Like, these heroes are really bad against the Bat Rider.
Because you could even flex the Bat into mid if it's a Magnus mid. You could think about that as an option. And Bat's so good against Enchantress and Lina. Lina struggles against the turn rate. She always wants to spin around to get the Light Strike array. And Enchantress always against the magic damage really does struggle. I've got time to think about it. Well, Tempo, do you think they have another draft here where they might struggle to start team fights, especially with this support duo?
A support duo, once again, not the greatest for any kind of engagement.
Well, they could put Lina mid.
They could.
I didn't consider that, but they did do it before.
Then you have Magnus as the offlane. Okay, good reach. No real lockdown for the Storm Spirit. They're saving their offlaner for the last pick.
So now you desperately need some kind of guaranteed catch.
Seconds remain.
Can't be relying on RP to kill off Storm.
5 seconds remain.
So if you put Magnus as position 3, Enchantress 5, Lina mid, most likely. It's an okay matchup against the Storm Spirit. You still need a forward that has like some kind of silence, some kind of stun.
Does DNZ play Earth Spirit?
He does.
Could be a consideration here for them. I feel like he fits the bill the best. And Clockwork doesn't feel particularly good here. I think it's a difficult choice for them, but then you do have to kind of guarantee that Lina will be heading in towards mid, and even though it's a good matchup in the lane, like you said, she can still struggle to just the gap close of Storm Spirit. So they're keeping their options open all the way till the end of the draft.
I think Earth Spirit is a good hero for them, where low cooldown stun and silence can control the Storm Spirit. So they are banning out the Bat that you mentioned. I think it should be one of those 3 heroes, either Bat, Beastmaster, possibly a Doom. You can afford to get the Doom in this kind of scenario where you have a Storm Spirit, so you have an ability to jump in and start a team fight with your mid laner instead of trying to do it with the off lane.
Yeah, especially until Doom gets Blink and War Stomp. Well, 2 bans here for Yellow Submarine. Difficult to get a grasp on exactly what they want to be removing, though. They might just ban out like 1 mid lane hero and 1 pos 4. Keep their draft on lockdown. Troll Warlord up against TB. Is that going to be a Battle Fury game, or how is this Troll going to be able to match up against the Terrorblade?
Yeah, you don't get Battle Fury when you have Mag on the team, but even if you didn't, I still don't think it's a good item choice when you're playing against TB. He comes online much faster, starts to threaten your towers, and then you are playing Dota with the naked Battle Fury.
Yeah, with no save. I guess if they have an Oracle, then maybe you could make it work. Timbersaw final ban. Yet again, they would have struggled to focus on him and Terrorblade and Storm Spirit. You know, lots of high priority heroes to actually get the jump on.
Turn to pick.
And a puck ban.
So they think it's Lina position 4. One option that Yellow Submarine could consider is getting a Pugna as an offlane. That hero just completely destroys Troll. Great against Lina. With the Nether Ward. Great against Mag.
They're good against Enchantress.
Yeah, I mean,
all that magic damage.
So much value you get from only one spell from the Liquipefy.
Final pick for Tempo. Get something to kick this final game off with a bang. One more chance for these teams though. A 5th place match later on today. As we do have 5 teams now coming through the qualifiers. Go check out the bracket on a bunch of sites. ESL One, Liquipedia, Joint Dota, Gosu Gamers, Reddit, wherever you go. There's been some fun games so far. Team Generation, definitely I would most certainly recommend watching the replays of some of their early games, especially against Unique. Team Generation with the Aghanim strats, the Grandma mid.
We will watch them play in the next series of coming, and let's see what Tempo decides to pick. They will go with Underlord once again, so shifting things around. Lina mid, Magnus as your position 4, Underlord as an offlane root mechanic against the Storm, Underlord great against DB with the Aura.
Do you reckon it might be Mag mid?
Yeah, possible. So they have 20 seconds to adjust into this. They get Bloodseeker. I was wondering, like, why are these teams not picking Bloodseeker at all? So double Rupture, I really like that combo with the Grimstroke. In this lane, Rubik Bloodseeker, we've seen it being very potent. Bloodrite, and then you have a guaranteed lift, so there's gonna be a silence.
And then the Soulbind kind of keeps them inside the Bloodrite as well. Once we do get into those mid-game team fights. So Noob is the Magnus. Going to be mid against the Mio Storm. We'll see if we have any more skilled player moves. Could be some skewer plays in that mid lane. Troll with Enchantress. Underlord with Lina. Should be your 2 side lanes. And Yellow Submarine, like you said, Rubik Bloodseeker, we've seen that plenty of times. Grimstroke with Terrorblade, should be an okay time there. You've been talking about how Grimstroke likes to manipulate the creep wave, early on especially, right?
Yeah, where you get level 2, but in this kind of scenario where you have TB as your position 1 who likes to pop the meta early on, I don't think you just like want to outpush the wave, get yourself faster to level 2, because there's not too much benefit from it. It's not like you're gonna use Inksfall on top of TB, he runs in. Something TB needs to be careful about is Tempo bringing 3 heroes to the bottom lane, and just hiding in the trees. Oh, sorry, that's a top lane. Third guess, I got it correctly. Hide here and try to kill TB with the meta, just completely ruin his lane. That's exactly what they're doing. They're bringing 3 heroes already.
Go kill the Terrorblade. 560 HP, squishy boy. Well, lots of tips and lots of all chat. Good luck, Mio. After a pretty horrendous performance in Game 2, Mio is definitely on the receiving end.
Let's see if DNZ decides to plant a ward. If he plants a ward, yeah, that's it. This is what they're gonna go for. Try to kill TB with the meta up and completely ruin its laning stage. It's 2.5 minute cooldown. Usually he is the scariest hero in the game, level 1, with that extra damage.
Seconds to battle.
Let's see if Storm's Observer Ward gets spotted out here. Doesn't look like it. Well, he's not placing it just yet. Where's he going? I don't see him. They do see the Grimstroke wandering over. And Poshka, yeah, he'll scout out the observer ward, so he knows there's one in this general area. Pretty much bang on places the sentry. Immediate D ward, so giving Mio an advantage in this laning stage as best they can. That's the 2 for 2 bounty runes.
Okay, LeBron just bails. I think they had enough. If LSA connects plus a slow and a firestorm, that's more than enough damage to bring 560 HP hero down.
Yeah, with that enchant as well.
Enchant is just a good setup for LSA.
Well, first CS of the game. Noob takes out the range creep, holding the wave up on his high ground. So down bottom, what we've got? Krillat, LeBron, Troll, and Ench up against the Rubik Bloodseeker. Storm 1v1 against the Magnus, who gets a deny on his range creep as well. It's going to be a battle of the wits in that mid lane, while top, DNZ and Mitch, Yolina, and Underlord, with Yatoro TB already in Metamorphosis, and Miposhka, the Grimstroke, level 1 Stroke of Fate.
I'm in love
looking for sentries
with this Underlord set, Gary. If you see me disconnecting and not coming back, I'm playing Underlord with this set.
Do you have it? Where
I'm not even sure if I have it. You probably missed the first blood because of it.
No.
That one I'm blaming on you for sure. A little bit of T-Tours. But yeah, where'd you get the set from? More importantly.
Nope, I have a different set. Never mind, I don't want to play Underlord anymore.
Oh, it's a gift from LeBron. You've got to ask LeBron where he got it from. Mitch got gifted it. So yeah, first blood bottom. Enchantress just chasing down the Rubik.
Just a friendly reminder that we missed the first blood.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to be tilted now. You've basically just skilled played me in all chat. So skilled. But definitely a good start for the bottom lane there. Troll Warlord suffering a little bit, not getting too much CS, as Collapse Bloodseeker and So Bad Rubik very good at applying this pressure, securing last hits with Bloodright.
Radiant should look to their bottom tower.
And top lane, the 2 1v1s. TB against Underlord, and then Lina trying to contest the pull across by Miposhka. Look to steal out some of the CS there. Takes one of them. Give him the high five, Mitch. Don't leave him hanging. Oh. Very upsetting.
Would you do it?
Yeah, I would spam high five. Maybe once or twice. I don't think I'd do it more than that. It gets a little bit tiring. Storm Spirit coming out ahead now, has his bottle up. It becomes much more difficult for Noob on this Magnus to get into the creep wave with level 2 Overload, Remnant, and even that little bonus point in Electric Vortex. As Body blocks top lane, DNZ does have another Light Striker, right? Connecting it and getting good damage onto Yatoro. I do wonder there if Mitch had given chase and continued, maybe they would get a kill. But at the very least, they forced them to bust out even more regen.
A couple of mangoes popped by Lina. Bottom lane, they use the combo. Telekinesis into Bloodright, level 2 Bloodright, level 2 Fate Bolt. More than enough damage for a squishy hero like an Enchantress. Troll still farming decently.
I've missed both kills, Lacoste. We'll catch the rest of them.
I'll try to help you out.
Oh, DD Rune. Rubik takes it, and Noob with no skewer here. Going to get chased down by the Storm. We'll catch the third one of the game, as it is a nice little grab with the final clicks coming through. So Bad takes down the Magnus with a good rotation.
They desperately wanted to give a kill to Storm Spirit, but he could not get it. If he got the kill, you know, I would assume he would have tipped him right there.
The tip, the all chat, the question mark. Oh, the root on bottom lane. Krillat's there with a ranged axe. The slowdown collapse. It looks like he's a tanky Bloodseeker though, with 1 charges and a Fairy Fire to fall back on. So the turnaround play, So Bad with the DD, the lift into the creep wave. Melee axes gonna whirl around and apply that mischance. As Troll Warlord seems fine and dandy. Courier, not so fine. Nearly dying there as Rubik gets close to it. But the bounty runes are spawning. That's what LeBron's going for. Sneaking back to take one. Rubik TPs. Will he get that fast enough? That's going to be a close race.
If it was a different hero with no boots, Rubik would get it.
Well, Enchantress 320 move speed. Oh. Terrorblade under a little bit of pressure top, so it's just chain pulling from Miposhka. Try and drag this wave back, deny some experience. And gold away from Mitch and DNZ. Bottom, I see a little bit of a play onto Collapse. Just the Enchantress poking and prodding. There's no Rubik here as he is sat mid. And now leeching up that experience while Storm, TP rotation top lane. They do have Inkswell level 2, zipping onto DNZ. Light Strike Array does connect with a bit of malice there. Miposhka has to give chase with an Inkswell on himself. So Lina will fall and Storm does get something out of the lane. Well, look, they're popping sticks here to make sure Storm doesn't get the easy kills. And Mio is in fact pretty low HP. Thinking about making a play, but he doesn't have RP.
I feel like they're not doing the math correctly when they're killing the heroes. This is the second time where they want to give kill to Storm Spirit and then suddenly enemy hero pops the one, charges, or has a raindrop and just doesn't die. So they need to spend some extra time actually trying to get a kill bottom lane. We probably missed that one as well.
I caught it.
You like how
I missed the first two, but I've seen the rest. Don't you worry.
How I say we? You know, instead of
thank you.
You missed it. It's like people don't know who's controlling the camera, but it's actually Scriff is controlling the camera whenever we miss a kill.
That's such a great thing about having an observer. You know, they can't talk, they can't answer back. Maybe they can, you know, pretend to chat wheel or something. I do like how, like Pimp Muckle, when he observes and, you know, a caster says something and he shakes the camera no, or he nods the camera yes. He's a clever boy, that one. So bad. Dragging LeBron back a little bit. Bloodright won't connect, though. Try and deal with that Harpy spamming out lightning.
Bloodseeker getting closer to level 6, and they have ways of stopping a TP, which is the best enemy to rupture.
Dire should look to their top tower.
And what's happening top lane? Tam was just falling. Terrorblade is in the jungle. Grimstroke's made his way down there to that bottom lane.
Tower is under attack.
8-minute rune for Storm's going to spawn an invis top for him. They can't really defend this objective top lane. And Lacoste, once that tower goes down, your jungle's exposed, the Underlord Lina can rotate in towards mid, things get very congested and tight on the Dire side of the map. Before 10 minutes, that's a big problem.
If TB joins to the bottom lane in the next 40 seconds, when meta will be up, then they can start pressuring the towers. I don't think they have enough damage to kill the tower without a siege unit.
I have to wait for those catapults to come.
top lane.
Oh dear. He's walked into a spot of bother there, gets the Sunder off on the troll, but being trapped up in roots and snares, and the Light Strike Array is there. The Toro down, Terrorblade gone for 30 seconds, while bottom lane they do TP Mitch down here. Bloodright with a lift into the vortex, and a lot of magic damage blows him up.
Okay, that's Veil with the level 3 Bloodright plus a Storm Spirit. Something that you should not underestimate how much damage you can take.
Invisibility. Dire should look to their top tower.
Yeah, you're probably feeling pretty tanky as this Underlord. 1.2k HP, 10 one charges with a bracer. But it will be the tier 1 bottom, even without that siege creep being chipped away at and finished off by Bloodseeker. But now you kind of see the area of the map that Yellow Submarine have to play into. And it's basically just this part. Like, look, looking where Tempo are, they're pushing up into the dire jungle, they can push in towards mid. If Underlord comes out and clears that bottom wave, he can cut off a couple of camps down south.
You're very good at drawing, at least on the minimap. I don't think you can draw a cat or a horse, but good at drawing arrows and circles. Yeah, that's a nice attempt of drawing a donkey.
That's a platypus. What are you talking about? But yeah, I feel like the map is really small, and when you've got two heroes that require time, that space and effort, the Storm and the TB, you just don't have the room to maneuver.
Yeah, both of these heroes love to spend time in jungle until like rest are trying to make stuff happen. Grimstroke is still level 5. He's bringing the book for himself, landing a book from the library.
What's he gonna learn? A little bit of experience for him.
Some dark magic, Soulbind.
Oh, hello, zipping onto Mitch. He gets the Dark Rift off. Let's see if it'll work, because he's being dragged back. The blood right there with that nice little RP play. Noob, he's on top of 2 of them. Great jump, but now Sobat, Storm Dark Rift, he's killed off before he can teleport them out to safety. And the chase towards Storm, not gonna happen. Grimstroke, Bloodseeker, both escaping. So in the end, 1 for 1.
1 for 1 trade while TB is just farming the bottom lane, and that was a blink reveal from Mag. Like, he didn't go for, you know, the classic mid-mag build where he gets Echo Saber. He decided to get a blink dagger, so they have a catch. Try to surprise the Storm Spirit. They're a bit limited. Storm Spirit's in.
Oh, missing out though.
Connect.
2 pretty poor ball lightnings. And now Storm completely out of mana.
Well, we'll pretend this did not happen. So they need to wait with the Bloodseeker's ulti to use it on the Soulbind targets.
In that kind of scenario, I do often wonder, did he... Like, maybe Storm didn't want to go in. Maybe Storm didn't want to initiate. They're just scaring them. Shooing Tempo away from the tier 1. They defend their objective. Always look on the positive side of things.
To look at it, yeah.
Benefit of the doubt for Mio. Don't want to rail on him too hard.
So far so good. Didn't die a single time. There goes the combo.
Straight on to Magnus. Tanky boy though, 1700 HP and gets the skewer off before the Phantom lands with the silence, but a rupture now onto LeBron, the blood right on top of him. Poor little Bambi, forced to pop the 1, but a good light strike array. DNZ doesn't have Laguna Blade. Damage lacking here as LeBron still getting zipped upon. Mio dominating now on the Storm Spirit.
Finally TB decides to join with the meta. Tier 1 tower in the mid, pretty low, so they should be able to take care of that one. RP ready in 10 seconds. I still feel like they want to take a fight. If he gets a 2-man RP into Firestorm, Pit of Malice, LSA, you don't need to over commit, but 2 of those spells should do the trick and be able to kill a couple of heroes. What are you laughing about, Gary?
I was just wondering why Laguna Blade hasn't been leveled up by Lina. She's level 7, almost level 8. Rubik gonna get caught out in the Pit of Malice and chase forward from Tempo, successful as they do snipe out a kill on that POS 4 and maybe look towards the tier 1 to finish it off.
She does not want to kill still, that's why.
But is it like mana problems?
I don't think she has mana issues. Like, you have Raindrop, you have Arcane.
Oh, RP. Straight up on the Bloodseeker. Noob just goes for it. Solo kill, basically. Chasing the Poshko as well with the Troll Warlord. Get him back to the staircase. Up the ramp he goes.
Regeneration.
Ah, there we go. Lina has ulti. Level 8.
Okie dokie.
Eager to know Dire's
Now with the mana boots you have enough sustain, especially with their Arcane Ring on top of that.
Try and see her blow someone up now. Troll Warlord 301. Yasha into BKB.
Are you disappointed? Not a Yasha Basher build?
It still can be Yasha Basher as long as he doesn't turn the Yasha into anything. BKB and then Basher, I think I'd be happy still.
BK Basher.
Ding, 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 mother...
The Bad King Basher. Storm finds it. LeBron annihilated almost. By Noob. The Soulbire now, though, comes in onto 2. The Pit of Malice zoning out the Dire team as I do get the double lift up. Oh, DNZ. So bad to get zapped down by that Laguna Blade, finally showing it off, but the tier 1 tower has fallen and the Grimstroke's there to slow DNZ down. And while this is all happening, it is chaos created while Terrorblade continues to race towards the top of the net worth chart.
They have nothing to stop the TP with. Bloodseeker and TB. Bloodseeker just playing utility hero. Kind of a standard build these days where you get the Veil, go for Guardian Greaves, just tank up, possibly get some extra armor. Solar Crest, imagine just having a Solar Crest on that hero and using a Blood Rage. Extra 140 attack speed, 170 with the talent on level 10.
Hell yeah. Get those right clicks going. Ooh. So Terrorblade goes S and Y, and it looks like he's planning to disassemble them and go both Halberd and Manta style. Manta's useful up against the Root, Halberd useful against the Troll. Seems pretty good here as a build for Terrorblade. As the high ground, DNZ scouted, TB illusions come up, and Tempo find nothing.
Halberd against hero like a Troll where you get the mischance for yourself. Evasion and Disarm is just dope. How's Stormspray doing? I think he's about to finish his Bloodstone pretty soon. 1,000 gold away from it. Didn't die his time. 5, 0, and 1. They will also start to put some pressure on the bottom lane with the catapult. A mirror movement from both teams.
Terrorblade feels pretty good about this one though. And he can continue farming while pushing. Meta in 40 seconds. They do have a catapult here. They will just shift in towards the mid-tier 2 as another objective they can chip away at little by little. Might have been an opportunity for Roshan for Tempo with all this focus down at the bottom half of the map. And it is scanned out with the Dire team. They were expecting the same thing. But it's not being done.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I think Tempo is getting ready. That Troll BKB, then they want to take a team fight. Echo Saber, Blink on Noob will be ready. BKB Troll. Underlord. I don't think he'll have anything new in the next fight. Maybe a Hood.
There's the big RP.
RP on 2. Beautifully done into the Pit of Malice, but the Soulbind turnaround and the Ruptures means that Noob with Krill out, they can't move. They can't really turn and face their opponents. Noob TPing home safely gets back to the fountain. The Troll Warlord looking worse for wear.
It's such a sick combo when you use Rupture on 2 of the targets that want to be mobile. If Troll pops the ulti somehow, like he's just gonna be low HP, that the lifesteal is not gonna do anything running with the Rupture on. And now Terrorblade disassembled the S and Y, bought the Heaven's Halberd, building towards that Manta style you were talking about, grid against the Root mechanic, and you can always do some fancy dodges.
Hey, you sure can. Dodge the RP. So if Bloodseeker gets Aghanim Scepter, he can Rupture 4 of the enemies, right? 2 in the Soulbind, and then another
3. I mean, you get 2 charges, so you Rupture one extra from Soulbind.
Only 3 people. DNZ
only
gets lifted and annihilated. We're even going to look for more. The Troll Warlord might get clipped by the Inkswell, but Meow, running low on mana, doesn't want to go any deeper. Instead, they spot out easy objectives, tier 1 top lane. Someone should come back and shove this wave. It feels like Yellow Submarine have control of this game. Everything they're doing, slow steps, just moving towards victory, while we're kind of waiting for that big Blink RP moment. 5, you know, Tempo needs a massive turnaround teamfight played to try and get themselves a grasp on this game.
When they use the combo with the Grimstroke, Bloodseeker, or just the Bloodright, it's such an annoying spell. It's not about the damage, silence, and it's a zoning tool where you can't really enter. That's why like Midnight Pulse is a great spell. Anything from Jakiro, you have 2 spells, Ice Path and Magpire, where you don't necessarily need to deal damage with it. It's just blocking off the path from which enemies can enter and rejoin their team. This is going to be a Roche attempt from Yellow Submarine. Magnus has Arcane Rune in the bottle and RP.
There's smoke, leave the pit, Troll comes in, but he's disarmed, gets his BKB off, and it's an RP onto the TB. He's being healed up a little bit, Yatoro returns with Asunder. Noob is low now, but the Terrorblade is still being focused. Yatoro has no backup, and they've got the Battle Trance to go. Finally, the Terrorblade will fall, but they've lost 3 in the exchange. And Troll Ward with Underlord here, trapped on the low ground. Mitch will die, double kill for Mio and Storm Spirit. He's desperate for this team wipe. He wants Krillat, and he knows there's no Battle Trance remaining, so he's stunned up inside the Bloodright. That is going to be yet another pick-off. 5 heroes wiped off the face of the map as Yellow Submarine win the fight at Roshan. Yes, they lose their TB, but the Storm is now snowballing with the Bloodstone.
Bloodseeker keeping Terrorblade alive with the Guardian Greaves, and when his HP drops below the percentage, he gets some extra regen, extra armor, and this is what kept him alive enough to use the size, but they managed to bring down all 5 members of Tempo. LeBron bought back.
And LeBron trying to get rid of Atos. They need some more guaranteed catch on that Storm Spirit, and he is just all over the place. 703, unkillable Storm, moving towards BKB next.
Stupendous.
It feels like Bloodseeker, with the items he's got, much more of a utility force in these team fights than the Underlord is. Yeah, Yules will save himself or maybe cancel a TP, but Veil plus Greaves, you're helping amp up the damage of your team and also saving the team, like you mentioned in that fight. Spectacular to keep that Terrorblade alive just a little bit longer here and there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So now drastic maneuvers from Tempo.
Rune? No, it's being pinged out, but Bloodseeker understood. Well, maybe I should not try to save it for a Storm Spirit.
They want this Blink RP, but they need to catch a couple of cores at the very least. As Krillat getting ruptured. There's a lot of chip damage here. Reflection, Bloodright, Krillat is just dying. He has BKB and the Battle Trance, but they're going to TP out. Get the hell out of here. Oh dear, Noob, DNZ, get away. Skewer, Blink, does sprint off to the left.
Bloodseeker understands, like, I don't necessarily need to use a double rupture, wait for Soulbind to kick in. Instead, I'm just gonna use it on Troll, try to force something to happen. TB has another meta up. He's fairly tanky, a bit under-leveled for this stage of the game, level 14.
Yeah, surprisingly so. 17 Storm, 16 Troll. It's level 14s there in the middle, 3 heroes. And Roshan, the first one of the game, still yet to be taken, 23 minutes in. So I think the next team fight, buybacks, might be a little bit important. We saw LeBron already pop his, so that's on cooldown for 5 minutes. Rubik, Lina, the only 2 heroes remaining with buybacks. One for either side.
Bloodseeker top lane.
Oh, Krillat's angry.
Ulti.
Twins. What's mortal?
Was that just a solo kill?
That was a solo kill, yeah. He got the second hit and snare, and even after the Greaves, he got one more. So, perfect play by Gaben.
Thank you, Ice Frog. And Tempo did spot the Storm Spirit in their jungle, but Mio has gone off to farm jungle camps instead of actually pushing out the bottom wave. But since they know Storm's down there, it does allow Tempo to make this play into the pit. A risky one, it feels like. And they do have Empowered Troll whacking away at Roshan. He doesn't have lifesteal though.
It's a level 3 heal from Enchantress. She's gonna tank it up. I think they want to go in. Where's the Bloodseeker at? He needs that Blood Right.
He's coming.
And super late.
But the Pit of Malice is good. Blocks them away. Aegis grabs Soul by Nair. The Dark Grip to try and take them out. They will get the kill on LeBron, but Enchantress is the only casualty of war. As the Courier has 2 TP scrolls, flaps his wings back towards the Radiant base. So now, a bit of a comeback. Aegis in the hands of Troll Warlord.
Not sure why Bloodseeker was not there. It's the only thing they needed. If you use Blood Right, they're gonna bail.
Orchid into the RP, forces the BKB from the Storm Spirit. Now the zip back, Mio looking for Noob. They've got the Blood Right down. Mitch trying to turn the tides, but it is all too much damage for him to handle. Goes for the TP, but the Yule's Up will cancel it and has his own Yule Scepter to try and utilize, but I'm not sure if they'll give chase any further.
So Magnus disassembled Echo Saber, bought the full Orchid against the Storm Spirit. Storm has BKB.
Well, Mitch has come back in. They were trying to play into that Bloodseeker, who did go a little too far forward. No further casualties. It does feel now that Magnus needs the BKB as quickly as possible. Oh. Loses Aegis. He's got BKB Battle Trance, disarm now though, with a Soulbind catching him and Enchantress. They lift and drag back. We got Sorrow, a Terror Blade. How's he looking? Not so great. Skewered back into danger. He's got Manta Sunder, turns the fight onto the Magnus, but Storm Spirit, he's having difficulty sticking on the target. He's run out of mana completely. Mio needs the Greaves as they pop the Battle Trance, and he turns to the BKB. Drag the Troll back through the danger of the Blood Right, and poor Krillat is about to drop here. Pops his wand as a final maneuver, but DNZ is left all alone.
Bloodseeker zooming around. Look at him go.
Isolated Lina, yeah, collapses, sprinting everywhere. He's got the Underlord. No, he doesn't. That's a lie. But Mio has died. Where did Mio die? Lina is very close to falling, but the Bloodseeker can't chase into the base, and LeBron gonna get lifted in the Blood Right. But somehow, Yellow Submarine don't completely crush that fight.
He went on Lina. Lina set things up with the Yule Scepter on him. Perfectly landed stun. Didn't even pop a Bloodstone charge to get any regeneration to kick in. They were not on the same page. They could have easily killed Underlord if Storm went on him. All they needed was a couple of clicks.
Yeah, it's a very closely contested fight. Mio definitely having some mana problems. I can see the strength of the Bloodseeker though, these Blood Rights. What a 6-second cooldown. Very obnoxious.
He's also building Ghost Scepter and tends to upgrade that into full Ethereal Blade. If you use Blood Rage on yourself plus Veil and use that on someone, that's quite a lot of magical damage. Price he went for Armor Talent on level 10. Yeah, you are already super high armor. The items that you buy are also giving you armor.
Poor Krillat. Troll Warlord dead without buyback for a minute. And this could be the door opening now as Yellow Submarine picking off LeBron. Enchantress not even going to bother moving.
Thank you.
It's a weird place for Troll to be.
Middle tower is under attack.
Underlord and Magnus both up towards top. They can shove out the wave towards tier 2, but I think Yellow Submarine are going to come knocking on your high ground in a couple of seconds. Still waiting for that big blink RP play. Noob knows that it's pretty much all up to him. He is the teamfight starter, the teamfight ender.
He landed some good RPs between like 15 and 20 minute mark. In the last 10 minutes, I did not really see him doing anything. Try to go on a Storm Spirit, Storm popped the BKB, then he died after. Roche may respawn in 3 minutes.
I think the noob Magnus is having that All too familiar problem of a mid lane hero that needs to initiate, but without BKB or without Force Staff or some kind of escape or save mechanism. Once he's in and he dies.
That's the problem with the mag lineups. If you don't have anyone else to start a team fight or to make them group around, it's just a tough Magnus game.
Might come down to Mitch just having to walk into the opponents, force them to dogpile on the Underlord. Ah, there's the RP, but he's been lifted immediately. Storm zipping into the back lines, finding Lina. DNZ is going to get shredded by Mio. Good Yule's up to buy a little bit of time, but they've lost Noob, they've lost DNZ. Both of them have buyback, but the dive is coming. Rupture up, Troll in trouble, forced to BKB TP inside his own base.
There's the buyback from Lina. They still have a couple of charges left on those tower protectors. Repair kit is gonna kick in eventually.
Double damage rune spawning up top, but no Roshan for at least 2 minutes. Storm Spirit just bottles it up.
That is what you sound like.
We were talking about the map being pretty small for Yellow Submarine in the early stages of the game. Really centered around this dire triangle area, bottom lane. But now it feels like Tempo are the ones being herded back into their base. Nowhere really to push out, nowhere to get any space for each other. 4 heroes just sitting mid, smoking up.
Smoke with no RP. I don't think they have enough. They might try to catch one. There's already a TP coming out from Rubik and the Grimstroke.
Noob getting initiated on. Storm Spirit. Gonna get netted. Orchid down, but Magnus is already dead. A little turnaround opportunity though, as Rubik tries to force Staff away. Lagoon Blade will claim his life. But that is well worth it for the Dire team.
Look at the bottom barracks. TB with the Blood Rage. Extra attack speed, that's what they needed. Just to get the tower killed, so the repair kit cannot be used.
Now Noob realizing his mistake. He's angered the beast. Trolling Mio in the last game, giving a bit of all chat back. Mio has muted everybody. Flicked that switch and unlocked God mode. 1 death is all that Storm has had, and Arcane Rune bottled up. Pretty perfect for him to go and make some plays.
I'm over here.
No mag for 15 seconds, but no chance here for the Dire team to break base. Just plant themselves up on the high ground, shove out both top and mid wave.
I don't see any of these heroes buying a Legend Sphere to counter the Bloodseeker and the Grimstroke play. Underlord has Lotus Orb, but that's it. That's still not gonna save your carry from being ruptured.
Especially when it's a troll. Rupture plus Battle Trance is not fun. Especially if you're being kited around. And they've got what? Force Staff and oh hello, X12, jump forward. Noob, he just wants to buy BKB. This is not where you want to be. Down to about a quarter of his health, but Troll Warlord will come in to defend the line. Soulbind, and where's the Rupture? Zip in with the Vortex on them. TB arrives. A good Light Strike Array is there, but the Greaves to heal them up. And LeBron falls. Troll turns with his BKB, but still ruptured and holding that Battle Trance as Noob yawls up. Skewer expended, wasted as the Magnus falls. Doesn't even get an RP off and he's dead for a minute. Now Yatoro gets the nice Sunder back onto the Troll Warlord as Krillat Battle Trance is expiring now. And a double kill for your Terrorblade closes this game out. DNZ has nowhere to run as the Laguna Blade stolen turned and annihilates the Lina while Mitch, the last man standing. Underlord is a tanky, beefy boy, but Bloodseeker with Rubik makes short work of him.
Yeah, this TB manages to get the Sunder on Troll before. It's a tough job. It's a tough game for Mag where he needs to land like a perfect RP. There was no one to set it up. Buyback from Underlord, not sure that's gonna do much. You have TB almost 6 slotted, hitting on your buildings. Mio is in.
Yeah, Mio might be out. He's got BKB still. So a little bit of safety there as Terrorblade shredding through these poor little guys. LeBron, where are you going to go? To the grave, off with you. Krillat now standing by his tier 4s, wondering where his squad has gone. And a smoke from Magnus. This is it. Last chance. They have Blink RP. Trollwaller's trying to bait. He pops his BKB, but he doesn't have Battle Trance. And where's the mag? Where's the mag? He blinks in. The RP's only onto 1. Captures out the Terrorblade, but it's all done.
All right, Gary. Good game, good luck. Are we gonna see a chat with So Skilled or something from the Storm? All right, did not say
like
anything. Surprised, but I'm not surprised by the outcome of the game, considering how well Yellow Submarine played. And this type of a lineup, I said it a couple of times, you are first facing Mag and then you're giving him a tough game to play. Something that I really don't like.